Hello everyone, welcome back to another Even If Tempest stream. I am joined by, you guessed it, Evan! Surprisingly, no, it has not been, like, a really long time since our last video together.
How'd you know my name?
How did I know your name?
What the fuck? Which?
Which?
Hear me out. Whatever that creature is.
Which one?
What? There's a woman.
Oh, you mean the thing in the game? I thought you
Yes.
meant a creature on our Hear Me Out cake.
What? No. I'm telling you.
I mean,
Wow, Ev, that was sexist.
how was that sexist?
Yeah. Hear me out. The creature. Which one?
Yeah, there
me
were
out.
a couple of creatures.
No, I'm talking about like for like the between the creature and the woman, like on the title screen.
Oh.
Yeah, sexist. Yeah. She's a strong, independent woman who don't need no creature.
She don't need no man.
Mm-hmm.
She don't need no man, and I'm not really sure if she wants one either. Okay.
But she's going to get one.
She's
anyway,
going to get
because
one
it's,
anyway because it's an
ultimate,
ultimate game. Yes. Okay.
Anyway,
Little.
what happened last time?
Yeah. I thought you were good at.
No, wait. Give me a moment. Okay, so what happened last time? The fucking Krias, he might be a gold digger.
He might be.
That's what. That's it.
That's all you got.
I mean, well, yeah, like we ran to like the old person, old commander, grand
Yes,
commander.
we did.
And she was like, fuck Krias. And then like our stepmother heard that and was like, yeah, I'll fuck him. And so they were seen together. And that made it like our characters are questioning things.
That's very descriptive.
Yeah. Let's see. Was there yeah, that's about it.
Funny enough, you're not actually wrong.
Did I do a good job?
You did an okay job.
Okay, well, fuck.
It could be a lot worse.
Yeah, you're right. I'm not trying hard enough.
Do better. Be better. Don't be a bitter bitch. Be a better bitch.
Yeah, I could make it a lot worse. I'm not bringing my A game.
By worse, how much worse? How much worse are we talking about, Evan?
You know, I don't really know my limits.
I don't know my limits. They go beyond human understanding.
I'm a human and I don't understand them, therefore beyond human understanding.
Yes. Well, for the most part, you got it right.
Okay.
You made extremely interesting jokes towards the Garuda.
How did I forget about that?
How
What the
did you?
fuck?
I was waiting for you to bring that up this entire time, and you just never did, and I'm just like, did Evan forget his one true love?
Shit, fuck.
Did you forget about, I think it's Huma? Huma?
Yeah, man, yeah, like saying stuff like, oh man, I'd like subscribe to her Only Wings.
You may have said that, I actually don't know anymore.
Along those, it was in the spirit of what I just said, yeah.
Yeah, along there. Somewhere along those lines, yeah.
It took a really long time. Oh yeah, she's pregnant.
Yeah, she is pregnant.
She's a baby mama.
We
don't know
found
the
out that
father.
she was pregnant. I don't know if we ever find out the father.
Damn.
We'll see.
It's the Witch of Ruin.
Actually, speaking of that, there was a murder, remember? At the end. At the
Wait,
end,
at the
at the
end?
very end, a lot of people were thinking that the Witch of Ruin wasn't, that it wasn't
It
real
was fake
because,
news.
yeah, exactly, that it was a weather phenomenon because
Yeah.
a member had not committed a crime.
Yeah.
And the chapter ended with us screaming, I believe.
I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Without further ado, let's jump in. 10 years ago.
This isn't a murder.
Uh, do not walk in front of me. You are an eyesore. Silly sister, if you fall asleep here, your dress will get dirty. Leave her be, Orla. Okay.
Yo, I'm not an eyesore. I'm an
My
Eeyore.
lady.
Eeyore.
What the fuck? Oh, your poor cheek is so red. Let's get something to cool that off.
Evan, did you upset Evelina again? Why do you keep acting out like this? You were such a good kid.
Maybe if your wife wasn't a cunt. Sorry, what?
What?
What? Master Brett, she's done nothing wrong. She simply walked through the hallway.
She never used to do that.
Her mother never used to
Kids
do
these
that.
days.
Kids these days. Get out of my hallway.
Mhm.
It's okay, Maya. Don't say anything. But
In any case, work not to earn Evelina's ire. Don't forget that she is His Royal Majesty's younger sister. What a fucking mouthful.
truly, yes, Father. Protesting will do nothing at best and deteriorate the situation at worst. What Father now treasures more than anything is Mother, after all. Oh, that's not... I'm going to leave this manor. What?
What?
I cannot live here. I must run before the situation turns worse. No, I'm not running. I'll become the version of myself I want to be. I refuse to live in my dreams, victim of envy any longer.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Yeah, girl boss.
Allow me to accompany you, my lady.
You go,
Slay!
Yas queen.
Yes, queen! I don't have the wherewithal to hire you.
My aunt says yas.
Your aunt seems like the type of person who would say yas. If it's money you're worried about, you needn't be. Your birth mother has already given me more than money can ever buy. And nothing could make a maid happier than to serve a master she respects.
I don't know. I don't really like birth mother. Like what? Oh.
My
Oh.
boy! I'm gonna
Uh-oh.
peek my mic. My boy! But yeah.
Oh, my boy! Oh, wait, she's dead. Oh, no. Oh, no.
A means to an end.
I'd kill again just to see that face.
I mean...
Maya Kirkland's death is due to blood loss. She was dismembered while alive, and those limbs were arranged carefully around the room. The Inquisitorial Order has decided to investigate this case under the assumption it was perpetrated by a member. This investigation would usually involve us questioning the sacrificia the witch chose and investigating relating threads. But as you discovered the body, I'd like to hear from you as well. When did you last meet with the deceased? Linzel! We have a trial tonight at midnight. If we do not denounce the membrum, we will end up with more lives lost. Fulfill your duty as a knight and work with us on this investigation.
Yes, sir.
There we go. I found the voice. When did
Yeah.
you last meet the deceased? Yesterday?
It's a good voice. It's a very good voice. Yes, at about 8 p.m. I've been out in the city previously, so I went to sleep without talking to her much.
She appears to have been killed late into the night. Did you hear anything suspicious?
Not at all. I'm usually fairly sensitive to sound, but I apparently slept fairly deeply last night.
A common occurrence.
Hmm? What do you mean by...
Was there anything off about her behavior recently? Did she get into a fight with anyone, or have any worries over a relationship with someone else?
Bitch, you interrupted me. But she never mentioned anything of the sort. Aside from... She never mentioned anything. Other people, though.
Who did she often associate with?
The other tenants of the apartment and the owners and staff of nearby shops. I'd heard she'd done all kinds of work while I was away in the afternoons, but I never heard the details. Through me, she got acquainted with the other knights of the Wings, though I don't think she had any unique relationship with any of them. Unique relationships? I don't fucking know anymore.
Oh, I wish I had a unique relationship with her.
Exactly. That's an important one. A young inquisitor stands a bit away as he furiously writes down everything I say. My mouth dries up from nerves when I think about how all my words will remain. Maya was killed by a membrum, right? Why are you asking about her?
If you've got something to say, say it.
If a membrum is someone who has had their heart eaten away by a witch, then does it matter who they killed?
So you believe it to be a waste of time to ask about personal connections when this was just a random killing?
I'm not sure, which is why I want you to tell me. We can't say for sure that a membrum committed this crime. We can't say for sure that a membrum committed this crime, can we? Isn't there a chance this was committed by an unaffected human? And even if the sacrificio have appeared, there's a chance you still haven't found the true victim. And if that's the case, then the regular human who killed Maya will be allowed to escape. Is that not why you're asking to know more about Maya?
Well, I won't deny that there have been some murders that have been more like blood sport. There are plenty of deranged people in the world. But there is a single piece of evidence. Bleh. But there is a single piece of evidence that proves that crime was committed by a member.
Which is...
You didn't see it.
Huh?
I suppose I can't blame you. Not many can remain calm when faced with a family member's death. We're done talking. We'll call on you again if we must. Until then, you're welcome to return to your usual duties.
Wait. Maya is my family. Please, tell me more about what happened.
I have purple eyes.
You do. One of my
wow.
favorites.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Red
okay,
and purple.
Mhm.
Yeah, Can you at least tell me who the sacrificia are?
No.
Why not?
You do not have the right to investigate. As you aren't a sacrificia yourself, you're nothing more than an outsider in this case. Now leave. Stop wasting my time. I think it's a little higher than what I was doing before, but it's fine.
That's fine. It works. It suits him.
Plus, since the others can be deep, I think it makes
Exactly.
It
It's nice to have a little bit of It's nice to have variation.
Mm-hmm.
I shouldn't have insisted on separate rooms. If we'd been together, I would have noticed an intruder. So we'll be living here starting today. You don't look very happy about that. Of course not. You deserve a better room than one smaller than even the Linzell stable. What do you expect me to do? This is the upper limit of what I can afford on a cadet salary. We could have procured a more comfortable apartment if we dipped into my savings. I won't have that. You just watch. I'll rise in the ranks and move us into an even better place. I'm looking forward to that day.
Hey, you ready for something nostalgic?
You ready for something nostalgic? Apple!
Apple!
Yeah! Apple time! Woo! The couple on the floor below us just had a child. I heard she's an adorable little girl. I must go see her later. I have more money now, Maya. Let's get you a room of your own. What happened to moving into a larger place? I've grown rather fond of this room, but if you've got a partner, I'd just be in the way, right? You should be living on your own. Oh my goodness! Never did I imagine I would worry you about this while you were still so young. Though I believe it behooves me to be honest and inform you that I've known you were worrying about this for some time now. I am already renting out a room. You are? Indeed, but won't you be lonely without me? No, I'll be fine. Truly? Even if I am lonely, I don't want to prevent you from living your own life.
I'll be fine. I won't be dismembered.
Exactly. That was the wrong call. From living my own life. You're so prone to exaggeration, my lady. Don't you worry. I've rented the room right next door. Huh? We've told everyone that we're sisters, so I imagine they think it odd that I can't seem to let go of my little sister. Though I suppose there are nuggets of truth to every misunderstanding.
What's the truth in being dismembered? I want to know.
I don't know either. Maya is my maid, my friend, my sister, and my mother. I've now lost her for a second time.
You know what they say, third time's a charm, right?
Third time's the charm. The Inquisitors will look into her death, and courts will see her killer come to light. Finding and executing the criminal won't bring Maya back to me. Will I have to continue in a world without her? For what reason did I rewind in the first place? Wasn't it to become an ideal version of myself? To protect the ones I love? I'm no different than I was in my first life. I'm still weak and pathetic. What am I so worried about? This has an easy solution. I just have to die. Then I can give it another try.
Hey, I love a rhyme. It's always a good time.
I just need to rewind to before Maya's death and protect her this time. I have that power. Shivers run throughout my body. Why? This isn't my first death. Am I still scared of dying? I've been killed and I've chosen death myself before. But I've never killed myself to use the fatal rewind before. What if doing so robbed me of my fatal rewind? It could happen. This magic is a gift and I'm not exactly familiar with the specifics of its use.
Someone's leaving fireworks outside.
Oh. Enough! There's no point in brooding. It will only get in my way. I can only know if this will lead to failure by dying. So long as I can get over the fear of death, I will be invincible. I can retread a path where everyone else can only ever walk on once. If there's a line I shouldn't cross, this is probably it. But the appeal of the fatal rewind is like sweet nectar, making me feel as though I've no other choice. And just think about it. Maya was probably targeted because of me. I was hostile towards a witch, so Maya was taken as recompense. It all makes sense. They're really loving to rhyme.
Excuse me.
Why are you're like giggling while daintily holding your apple.
I farted and I didn't know if the mic picked it up.
No, it didn't. You just outed yourself.
I didn't fart.
Yeah, sure, whatever you say.
Shit. Okay, well, now I gotta use Fatal Rewind. Be back in a moment.
Bonk. You've heard this before. If I hadn't taken Maya away from the Linzel home 8 years ago, this wouldn't have happened. It's my fault. I can't give up yet. I can use the Fatal Rewind, remember? I can still save her. I can protect her this time. I can save my precious family.
I bet the audio is going crazy right now.
It is, yeah. Welcome home, my lady. My lady? Oh, Maya. I wrap my arms around Maya with incredible strength. Her soft warmth against my body fills me to the brim with true calm. Has something happened? Are you worried about anything, Maya? Huh? You don't have anyone following you. Are there any quarrels you found yourself in? There's nothing. Really? I would never lie to you. You know that better than anyone, don't you? What has happened, my lady? Okay. Then let's sleep together tonight. What? You keep switching up topics on me.
You're being so forward with me.
Truly. Would you rather not? It's not that, but am I correct in assuming you mean to sleep in the same bed? Bam chicka wow wow, baba jack bam. Okay. You get a choice, Evan.
Ooh! I want to sleep in the same bed. Did it pick up?
It was the correct choice, though.
Yeah.
What has happened to make you want to sleep together?
Dang it! Maya got dismembered again.
Exactly.
What the fuck?
You even slept alone as a child. I'm not doing this because I want her to dote on me. I'm doing this to protect her, but as easy as it would be to reveal this, I don't want to worry her. We're close. Something like this is fine every once in a while, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
The other girls in the city would certainly be surprised. They may even be envious of me.
They would be so fucking envious. There's
Truly.
a bi panic going on right now.
Bah, panic. Have you heard about how popular you are with young women? They've even been selling prints of you. So you found out about that, huh? I certainly did. I bought 3 of each type. Oh, why? I, of course, intend to buy more. But there was a limit of 3 per person. That's not what I wanted to know. It's odd that someone like me would attract attention like this. I even had people call out to me in public, but I can't help but feel they have some hidden agenda. You always do this, my lady. You should really stop this negative habit. Yeah, I should be more careful. What good is there in so easily doubting others? No, that's not what I meant, you... Maya? Zzz. Maya must be exhausted to fall asleep mid-sentence. What was she trying to say about me? She's got me curious. Oh well, I can always ask tomorrow. I take out the dagger I've hidden on me and grip at the handle. I lock the door and create an improvisable blockade in front of it. The final issue I worry over until the very end is whether or not to call reinforcements. But as I don't know who the membrum could be, it's probably more dangerous to have more people here. All I can do is rely on the weapon in my hand. Just who killed Maya? What did she do to deserve that? Sure, the witch eats away at a membrum's heart, but that still doesn't explain her death. Stop right there. Don't forget who the real evil is here. But if I want to defeat the witch, I must find out who the membrum is. This time, I swear, I'll protect.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
What rouses me from my sleep is neither sound nor presence, but the smell of blood. Maya is dead. Her body has been cut apart. An arm and leg each hang suspended from the ceiling. Her head sits on a vase like a warped flower. Her remaining body parts are used similarly. Rather than being thrown around randomly, their placement seems deliberate. The clear care taken only disgusts me more. I didn't want a repeat performance, but this time the venue is my bedroom. No way. No, 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 no. Why? I was right there with her. Why did this happen again? A crest of some kind is written on the wall. This was obviously new. The killer must have written it sometime last night, using Maya's blood. This must be the proof Inquisitor Lister spoke of.
Inquisitor Lister.
I look around to look at the door and at the barricade I made, even while Maya questioned my reasoning. The whole of the barricade remains intact, just as it was yesterday. There's not a single trace of anything having been moved.
Uh-oh.
So what's going on here? Oh, there's something on my neck.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. It's a collar made of iron. It's heavy, as if dragging the weight of a sin.
Uh-oh.
A sign of one branded as suspect. A possible perpetrator of an unspeakable act. Have I become a sacrificium? But why have things changed so drastically? I was just trying to protect Maya. To be a sacrificium means I'll be suspected of killing Maya as a membrum. The room's defenses were perfect, yet Maya was still killed. As panicked as I am, my gaze remains fixed on the barricade. No, I didn't do this. I didn't kill Maya.
Good morning. Is anyone home? Oh, the church has ordered that we check on our neighbors the morning after a dark sky. Is Maya with you?
I will not accept a world without her. One more time, I must try to fix this one more time.
Third time's the charm.
Maya, I swear I'll save you this time.
Well, that didn't last long.
No, it doesn't. Welcome home, my lady.
Again.
Together? Well, I don't mind, but I may be a restless sleeper. Are you all right? You look like you've seen a ghost. What? You're going to the Inquisitorial Order now? Why?
Uh-oh.
Welcome home, my lady.
Oh.
Welcome home, my lady. Welcome home, my lady.
This is some Doki Doki shit.
Truly.
Evan! Stop it already! Your heart can't take anymore!
Why? Why does it always end the same? I only remained uninvolved that first time. Every single loop after saw me chained down as a sacrificium. I can run neither from Maya's death nor from my own sin. Is this my divine fate? Of course it's not. This is all the work of that witch, and he's no god. But that doesn't mean I can win against him.
Your fatal rewind has to adapt to every single living person, and the Witch of Ruin is no exception. Even if we had the upper hand because he never noticed. But I think that adaptation, it's the problem. Maya's death is set in stone, so you won't be able to change anything by going back to right before it happens.
Then what do I do? Should I go back to 8 years ago again?
Absolutely not. Look, I already told you this, but going back too far causes too much strain. You could snap the very moment you'll get back, which means you really will be confined to your room till you die.
Then what should I do?
You have to defeat the Witch of Ruin. You met him in the city, right? Go back to that time and kill him.
You want me to kill a man I can't even physically touch?
Yeah. Well, witches can touch each other. Round chicken, wow, wow.
They can? Then why don't you?
No way. My physical body wasted away a long time ago. The Witch of Ruin killed all the other witches, so we've got no one else to turn to. We need your help.
Then what would you have me do? How am I supposed to fight a magical adversary I can't even touch?
You find his weakness. All witches have them, so he's gonna have one too.
Very helpful.
But I don't exactly know how to set weakness.
Of course. If I kill the witch before any membrum appear, Maya will survive. But if I'm to destroy the witch for good, I must face him down to find his weakness. That doesn't sound right.
Yep.
Which necessitates that I move forward from this and accept Maya's death. Okay.
You're not gonna get mad at me for being useless.
Honestly, we should. Why would I say that when you're the one that's given me this power in the first place?
Oh, thank you.
You've given me so much. I promise to give you as much as I can in return. And I just as badly want to strangle that conniving witch.
You're so cool. You can strangle me in the bedroom. I'm proud of you as my... never mind.
I put on a brave face. But I am far from confident. Can I really defeat the witch when I can't even protect Maya? There's no can or can't. I will do it. I have to. I'll be going now. If you notice anything, let me know.
Wait. I'm putting a ban on the Fatal Rewind once you go back.
A ban? For how long?
Until your heart is healed.
My heart,
You're fine. Really?
Then how do I heal my heart?
Oh, is this where the fucking romance comes in? Oh.
You gotta fall in love to heal your heart.
Who knows?
No, no, that's it.
We'll see.
I don't know. That's why they're so annoying to deal with. I gave you the fatal rewind to fight against the Witch of Ruin, but I don't want you throwing away your life like that. I actually really regret giving you that power now. I'm not sure it was the right choice anymore.
Rune. There are some things death cannot simply fix.
Exactly. Your life is important. Promise me you'll take care of yourself.
I make no such promises.
I'm gonna find a man to take
Hasta
care
la
of you
vista,
for me.
baby. Truly. I rewind once more, but my worst case scenario comes true. Whether I plead for help or remove myself from Maya's side, this fate will likely remain unchanged. I vacantly survey the room. Her head is enshrined in the middle, covered in gorgeous lace. Her remaining limbs are either strung from the ceiling or placed on the shelves. They're arranged with such cleanliness that they may as well be decorations. And I must be going crazy to see the dismembered body of a loved one as such. I can no longer run from the situation. I have only one option left open to me.
Good morning. Is anyone home? Hi, diddly ho, neighbor Reno.
Hi, diddly-o.
The church has ordered that we check on our neighbors the morning after a dark sky. Is Maya with you?
Call an inquisitor.
What? Oh, diddly no.
And that concludes our questioning. Do you have anything you wish to ask us?
It appears this will be an open and shut case, Master Tyrrell. We have a locked room situation, and we know who was in the room with the victim. We even have a barricade. I imagine she'd intended to hole up here. There's no doubt that she is our member. I say we arrest here.
Linzel. Sacrificia are given a degree of freedom. You can write your will, enjoy a last meal, or even run, should you choose. But once the clock strikes midnight, you will find yourself in the courtroom. That is the witch's malediction.
There's no point in using the rewind. I must find the witch's weak point. I made this promise to Rune and Elysia, yet my hand automatically reaches for my dagger. I'm scared of taking my own life, but I also know that a sharp blade through the neck brings a kinder death than scorching flames. The voices of the masses reverberate in my head. It's a confused cacophony of laughter. There's joy at an evil being punished, and sorrow and pity at the poor girl groveling for her life. If I continue in this timeline, I may have to experience that suffering once more. And if I am the one who killed Maya, it's a fate I deserve. Oh, I didn't realize how much that experience affected me. I put my desire to save Maya at the forefront and only now realized how deep my wounds go.
Oh shit, I'm traumatized as fuck.
Truly. I mean, I feel like that's pretty understandable.
Mhm.
Someone knocks at the door. My whole body twitches in response. This is the first timeline someone's visited after the Inquisitors left. I keep my dagger firmly in hand as I carefully answer the door. Yes?
Yes, I imagine.
Do you want a cookie? Would you like a
Yeah.
gold star?
Yeah.
Alright,
yeah,
I'll draw you a gold star after this.
Okay. I mean, I'd prefer the cookie. Just save one for one.
Sure. Sure,
Yeah.
I'll save one for later.
Yeah, thank you.
Grand Commander! Why are you here?
I heard
Ash.
about what happened. I heard about what had happened from a friend.
Oh. I'm sorry I took so long to report what happened.
You don't have to say a word. Just let it all out.
Grand Commander. I saw against distressed. He quietly accepts all my built-up sadness from each repeated experience of Maya's death. I'd all but lost sense of what it means to be alive after letting go of my life so many times. But the strength of his arms and the warmth of his embrace brings it all back into place.
Hell yeah.
Another
this is how
rhyme.
The heart heals. This is how the heart heals by having a man hug you. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a murderer. Remaining with me will only put you in danger.
Do you mean to say that you're the member that took Maya's life?
My body still shakes with despair as I nod. Maya and I were together last night. I put up a barricade against the door to prevent intruders. This is a locked room situation. Who else could kill her but me under those circumstances?
Do you remember killing her? Do you remember the feel of your knife through her body, or of how you felt when she finally died?
Not at all. I don't remember a thing.
I see. Which means you aren't the membrum.
Uh-huh. How can you say that so confidently?
Well, that's my line. You kill Maya? That's impossible.
But if a witch really ate away at my heart, then...
Then you may have done it? How's your heart doing now? Do you feel crazed, or how about empty? Have you changed at all? You look not a hair different to me. And if you don't remember killing her, then that only strengthens my belief.
Honestly, get you a man who believes in you like Krius.
Mhm.
Oh. Did I not kill Maya?
What idiot would place themselves at the scene of a locked room mystery? Dumbass.
I love the fact that he's the only person who pointed this out.
Good. You've calmed down a bit. Let's head over to the wing space. Fucking dumbass. Who'd remain at the scene of the crime? Dipshit.
He's kinda true, though. I roughly explained what happened to the Grand Commander.
I see. Well, it's clear you're one of the Sacrificia. These next 12 hours is where the real fight begins.
What fight?
You're just gonna wait around for the trial while twiddling your thumbs?
Well, yeah. I'm a Sacrificium.
Didn't Tyr tell you Sacrificia are given their freedom?
Oh.
This ain't no ordinary trial. It's a trial for witches, of witches, and by witches. It's designed entirely for the witches' enjoyment. That the masses get to vote is a part of this.
Do you know a lot about these trials?
I'm friends with an inquisitor.
Good point.
I looked into it a bit, considering recent events. That black sky and the appearance of a membrum also happened 50 years ago. Do you understand the details of the upcoming trial? If you don't, I'd be happy to explain. Please tell me.
Correct.
Alright, listen closely. The biggest difference here is that this is a people's court. Though the kingdom usually grants only a chosen few the power to vote as a juror, 300 randomly chosen citizens will function as jurors in this witch trial.
Why?
Your guess is as good as mine. The witch probably just thinks this makes things more interesting. Or amusing. This trial is done entirely for the witch's amusement. To differentiate it from our usual witch trials, they gave it the name Carnival 50 years ago.
How despicable.
During the trial, the sacrificia throw their suspicions around while trying to censure the others. The 300 jurors give their verdict after watching the arguments play out. Which means your greatest weapon in this trial will be information. Information that can reveal one of the sacrificia for the membrum they are.
Information. I see. That makes sense. I won't be able to censure other arguments if I don't have information of my own. But I don't even know who the other sacrificia are. What?
I'm saying, I'm waving. I'm waving hi.
Oh.
Hi.
Hi. Hi, welcome.
Tyr didn't say anything.
I nearly say no before clamping my mouth shut. No. He never told me the names of the other sacrificia. But that was because when I asked, I was still an outsider. He may tell me if I ask. He did say I was free to do as I wished after all.
First things first, let's go ask the Inquisitors about who the sacrificia are.
You're going to come with me, sir.
Of course I am. I'm not about to let you face this on your own.
Thank you.
Back shot.
Yeah.
You can't remember half the plot, but you can remember backshot every goddamn time.
Yeah, priorities. What's wrong?
Nothing. I don't have the time to be worrying about all that.
Wait,
Evidence acquired.
Evidence acquired.
Woo. All it takes is a simple question, and the Inquisitors hand over a list of sacrificia without opposition.
Yay! 11 hours remain. Let's just start by seeing who we've got on this list.
What is this list?
Oh! Wait, holy shit. I recognize those people.
You
What?
recognize some of them, yeah.
I don't recognize the guy on the left.
Yeah. He's new.
Prince Lucian is here. And is this Orla Linzel, your sister?
Yes. I'm surprised to see their names on this list, but my attention is drawn to a photograph of a third individual.
Autograph.
I'd never mistake that face. It's the witch. I never expected to learn of his name this way. So he's been parading around as a court painter? Is it possible for a witch to be a membrum? Or is this one of his mind games?
It'll be hard to meet with most of these people, but unfortunately we don't have the time to turn over every stone. We have to make a choice here. Give me a minute.
The Grand Commander isn't gone for long. He comes back with a newspaper of some kind.
This is a tabloid flyer. They've already got an article about this incident.
Whoa. They've even listed out the sacrificia.
Evidence acquired! One of the Inquisitors probably sold them the info.
With something like this, we didn't even need to go talk to them in the first place.
I only just saw this, unfortunately. But it's not like these things are the most credible sources, so it's hard to claim the newspaper is reliable on its own.
Yeah, none of these headlines even feel real.
Since we don't have anything else to go on, we may as well start with the tabloids info.
Your investigation will now begin. Question the sacrificia and collect useful information before the trial begins.
Ooh!
Information obtained during the investigation can be checked from the menu at any time.
The menu.
Yeah. Not all locations can be visited in the time allowed. You will lose a specified amount of time for each location visited. Continue your investigation until the witch trial begins at midnight.
I'm assuming that we're going to be doing like the most optimal.
Yeah, we will be. But you get to I'll kind of let you guess who we should investigate with, and then I'll tell you. So, the eccentricities of a painter loved more than a king. Article details. Oh shit. That was...
I'll leave the article details. That's too much.
We're gonna read it.
Ah.
If we are to preserve the royal family's likeness for future generations, better his art than a photograph. The man who made our very own king declare this was none other than Mael Diaz, 28. In his art is contained the hallmarks of genius, the incredible expressions, the unthinkably beautiful use of color, and a sense of story unfolding on the canvas. His art brings many to tears, and even a simple sketch is said to be priceless. His talents led him to graduating at the head of his class at Etoile Academy of Fine Arts, but his mother says it was not his teachers that fostered said talent. It was cockroaches.
Okay.
I saw the ninja. I saw the ninja. This passionate statement comes from Thomas Onra, age 32, one of the sacrificia chosen for the upcoming carnival. Ninja, of course, refers to the infamous chivalrous thief. They steal from the heartless nobles and unscrupulous merchants and return this money to the poor. Thomas is one of the many that find themselves taken by these righteous deeds. Despite his life being on the line tonight, Thomas speaks passionately about the thief. It was a moonless night. I was on my way home drunk when I saw someone running on the rooftops. Only the ninja is capable of such a feat. They were a lot more slender than I thought they'd be. Oh wait, maybe Ninja's a girl. Despite his life being on the line tonight, Thomas fervently continues. I tried really hard to catch up to them, but I couldn't. See, I wanted to thank 'em. Ninja saved me once before. Endless praises omitted.
Guys, okay, I know that I'm on trial for murder, but let me tell you about Ninja.
Exactly. The Ice Prince's rage against the Inquisitors. Talented, calm, and collected. Handsome, more chivalric than even a knight. Praise of all kinds is given to Prince Lucian, age 18. But His Royal Highness doesn't allow this praise to get to his head. His politicking prowess rivals even the king's himself, though there's no doubt that Prince Lucian leads the race to the crown. Yet not a single person in the castle has ever seen him smile, and it is said that hundreds have faced punishment at his hands. He's as tough on others as he is on himself. That is, as one person tells it, both a bane and a boon to the young prince. He reacts no differently to the Inquisitors. He berated them for not preventing the Membrum's appearance. After the sky turned black, he apparently used his own coin to try and capture the witch. He was lamenting his own incompetency, ignoring how he's now a sacrificium too. That's just the kind of person he is. Will His Royal Highness's wrath be sated at the trial tonight? The truth behind the knightly maiden. This writer is confident our devoted readers are already well aware of that gorgeous knight who took the war games by storm. Her name? Evan Linzel, age 18. She's a peculiar young lady, having joined the wings of Garuda despite being the eldest daughter of a marquess. Her dignified figure and gorgeous handling of the bow has stolen the hearts of many, and that number only continues to rise. An individual in the printmaking business has this to say. I was quite surprised. I prepared my wares before the games with the knowledge she'd garner some popularity, but they were sold out before I could even blink. The top 3 are currently Grand Commander Castle Rock of the Wings, Prince Lucian, and Prince Conrad in that order, and they've been that way for years. But someday soon, I can see her climbing to the top. The Rose of the Linzel Family. Though Princess Evelina Linzel returns 40 this year, her beauty fades not a whit. If anything, she's even more stunning now. Since her debut at 16, she's been the center of attention in noble circles. This comes not because of her status as the king's younger sister, but from her own incredible influence. She boasts glittering blonde locks and a symmetry of facial features that come right out of the greatest arts. Any word she speaks from her shapely lips drips with elegance and grace. Yet not many know that Prince Evelina has a 16-year-old daughter of her own. Though she doesn't resemble the princess much, said princess has the kind of beauty you'd see once every 100 years, if you were lucky. It's far too cruel to compare her to a mother of such standing. Alrighty, now we gotta pick. Who do you want to investigate?
Can we investigate ourselves?
We can, but no.
Oh.
Wait, I can't explain that. We can, but now?
But what if
we have
did
limited
it?
time.
Oh, okay.
There's information we need that's required for us to win the route. To beat the route.
Well, I mean, I don't know. The new guy, it doesn't really seem he has much to say other than ninja, but like just the fact that he's new is a little suspicious. Like, why? Like,
Okay.
what's the point then? So it makes me think that he is important then.
Okay.
I don't think that the painter will be too. Well, I mean, I don't think the prince would be too helpful. Like, I trust him. I like. Well, I mean,
Okay.
but yeah. I don't know.
Alright. Well,
So
the
yeah.
answers
Okay.
are Mael Diaz, the painter,
Yeah. Okay. I had a feeling. Just
Thomas Unra,
yeah.
the
Okay.
ninja guy, and Prince Lucian.
Oh, okay.
So,
Got it. Okay. All right.
because remember, the painter guy was
The
the
witch.
witch.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah. So that's why I investigate. That's why I said like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, okay, well, I didn't say that he was not doing. What? What am I? Huh? What?
You hear from Master Diaz. Yes, he should be in his room. Have you come to discuss the carnival tonight?
Yeah. Can you bring us to him?
Of course, sir. You have guests, Master Diaz. 2 individuals from the Wings of Garuda have come to speak with you. Mr. Diaz? He's not answering.
We know for sure he's in there.
Yes, but Master Diaz is a sensitive individual. He was beside himself upon finding out he was a sacrificium. Sensitive. So that's how he plays himself off to people. Master Diaz became a court painter at the young age of 28, but he suffers from a grave illness.
An illness?
He has debilitating migraines.
Sorry, I don't mean to look down upon migraine sufferers. I see. I don't mean to look down, but I will.
You know, I'm sure you've noticed the clouds today. His migraines get especially intense on days like these. I'm sure the stress has only worsened it. Would it be possible to leave him be?
Evan, we should call it quits. He probably won't come out no matter how much we insist.
Mael Diaz, I'm coming in. Now wait here. How can you be so cruel? Never thought we'd meet again quite like this. I didn't know a witch could be branded as a sacrificium. Is this all part of the show?
No! You know, like that reel I sent you about like the secondhand embarrassment?
Yeah,
I'm feeling that right now.
me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Let's just get through it.
No. What?
Who are you? Are you here to kill me? Did Edmund send you? I knew that realist wanted the position for himself.
Calm down, Master Diaz. You enjoyed a spot of tea with Master Edmund the other day.
Yeah, my prediction is that like the witch was just disguising as like I mean the witch can fucking shapeshift.
I can neither
Shape-shifted
confirm
into
nor deny
disguise.
your suspicions.
Yeah, that's what you always say.
These individuals are from the wings of Garuda. They're here to discuss tonight's trial.
The trial? No, my head hurts. Why has this happened to me? Oh, maybe this is punishment for the fly squished yesterday. The god of flies is angry at me.
Master Diaz, please pull yourself together. What is going on? He's nothing like the man I met before. They're far too similar for me to have simply mistaken him for someone else. Even though clothes are the same. But this is so odd. Do you know me?
What? Eek! You...
His reaction confirms that I'm not mistaken, and I search for that blade at my hip.
You're Lady Evan, the Honorable Rose Knight. Wow, I'm a huge fan of yours. I've collected all your prints. I'm so happy to meet you. I must commemorate this meeting with a painting later.
I guess he's not the witch after. No. Don't let yourself be fooled, Evan. Enough of your acting, Mael Diaz. You told me yourself last time we met that you were a witch.
What? Is he really?
Really?
Why are you surprised?
I met you in the city. What? I met the Rose Knight? No way! I don't remember that at all.
You've chosen precisely the wrong time to fixate
thing.
on.
So this isn't our first time meeting? Oh, how terrible.
You really don't remember.
Urk, I'm sorry, go on. Split this useless head open. Step on me.
Sir, please help me. I don't know how to handle these types.
Look, I apologize for doing this while you're so dejected, Mr. Diaz, but may we ask a few questions?
All of the extreme fear and ecstasy disappears from his features. Mael looks over at us with an earnest gaze.
Of course, but in exchange, I'd like to ask a few questions too.
Understood. First, do you know Maya Kirkland?
The victim of the case? Yes? I only heard her name for the first time when the Inquisitors were questioning me.
So you've never met her?
Not once. So I can assure you I'm not the Membrum.
What were you doing last night?
I slept. Just like everyone else. The Inquisitor told me that when a Membrum commits their crime, everyone else falls into a deep sleep. No one has an airtight alibi as a result.
What?
It's apparently one of the magic spells the witch can use.
I was so convinced I was the culprit, I never bothered to ask anything. If only I'd asked, I'm sure they would have answered me. Do you have any information regarding the Membrum?
Um, let, let's see here. You may know this already, considering how common a story it is, but the Membrum has their morals and ethics robbed by the witch. What state of mind would that result in, I wonder? Oh, would you be unable to differentiate good and evil? Would you not even view your own deed as a sin that it is? How curious. Are you finished?
You're really not a witch.
I'm not! Oh, I don't remember our meeting, but I'm sorry for saying something so strange. Maybe I was drunk.
He certainly didn't look drunk. I even saw him use his magic. Do you have any siblings that bear a striking resemblance to you?
I can't say no for sure. My father had a way with women, see?
Okay, then I'm done with my questions. Now I'll answer yours.
Thank you. Then let's get right down to it. Is it true that you take a rose bath every single day?
I don't spend my money so frivolously.
Oh, really? Then what are the stories that say you leave a rose upon defeating a foe?
I don't understand why I do that. Who are these mysterious foes? And why would I leave a rose upon defeat?
Oh, I knew the rumors weren't to be trusted.
Just what kind of rumors are being circulated about me? We don't have time for this nonsense. Do you have any real questions for us?
Oh, this is very serious stuff. I used to be a big fan of Ninja, but you stole my heart the moment you readied your bow at the War Games. I've heard you were single-minded in your training too, so much so you'd even forget to sleep or eat. What incredible vitality you show. I'd compare you to a cockroach.
Goodbye.
Wait, not yet. Have you met with Prince Lucian?
Why would you ask that?
Because the princess wishes to see you. Your childhood friends, yes?
That's technically correct, but the witch told me the exact same thing. That even his statements are similar to the witch's makes him more suspicious.
If you haven't met him yet, please do so. I'm sure he'll be happy to see you. And before you leave, could you say your catchphrase?
Catchphrase?
Allow the sweet scent of roses to lead you to oblivion.
I've never said anything so ridiculous.
That's not your catchphrase.
I am exhausted. I can't trust anything the man says, but I'll just have to ignore that for now. I simply cannot believe she pushed herself into his room. What a violent woman! I pity poor Master Diaz. The masses now look less favorably on Evan. Wah, wah. It's time for Thomas Ura. Unra.
Was the order that we do this in matter or no?
No, I'm just doing it in order. Thomas Unra, a merchant, by the looks of it. It's not a name I recognize. The report indicates he had no contact with Maya, but she was a regular of the markets. I need to ascertain if he's telling the truth about this. I take it you're Thomas Unra? I'd like to ask you some questions.
About Ninja?
Ninja?
He's a hero who helped us out.
I get an explanation from someone nearby. I can't say I understand the situation, but this ninja appears to be famous.
You've come to the right man. I saw him. I did. Ninja is the common man's hero. Yeah. I work at Kiki Goods now, but my previous job, 16 hours a day, every day, with no break. It was a hellscape.
Kiki's delivery service, by any chance?
That it all ended when Ninja came. Their theft revealed to the world how awful the owner was and how miserable our working conditions were. If it weren't for Ninja, I'd have died from overwork a long time ago. So when I saw him, oh boy, my heart just gave out on me. I bet it stopped for a beat or two. And it was in that brief moment that Ninja disappeared from view. Man, I need a stronger heart.
You're pretty passionate about this. Do you like this ninja person?
You bet I do. They're the only one for me. It's nice to have something you're passionate about, but shouldn't you be more focused on your own safety? Tonight's trial is a matter of life or death for you. I don't care about no witch. Ninja's the only thing that matters. Alright. If I'm being honest with you, I was pretty scared last night of the witch showing up. So instead of going out to look for Ninja like I usually do, I went to bed early.
This guy's hardcore.
And then I woke up with this thing around my neck. When I really think about it, though, it's not all bad. Ninja is an ally of justice. If I end up on the chopping block, they'll definitely come save me, which means I get to see Ninja again. I see. Still, isn't it a bit much to spend your nights looking for them? Well, yeah, I'm dead tired in the middle of the day as a result. Enough that my memory's a crapshoot. Honestly, I'm surprised I can still even work properly.
Are you sure you aren't falling asleep? That could explain the foggy memories.
Look, enough about me. Let's get down to business. I know full well why you've come to see me. You want to know if Ninja's a guy or a gal, eh?
Nope.
I don't really know either. I only ever saw him on the roof, though. I swear they looked awfully slender.
Good God.
I actually think Ninja was uninjured. Their clothes were all ripped up, too. Oh, and I could see some really pale skin and what looked like a tattoo. I'm in the camp that think Ninja's a girl. Well, boy or girl, that won't change how much I love him, though. Oh, wow. It's already this late? Sorry, but I've got a Ninja fan club meeting to get to. See ya.
Huh? I didn't get to ask about anything important. Ooh, Lady Evan. What a sweet soul you are to listen to that ninja nerd spiel until the very end.
Not raise his arm.
The masses now look more favorably on Evan.
You know, Lady Evan, she did kick down like a door, but she also listened to a nerd talk for like hours.
2 hours, yeah. It was 2 hours. Back to the castle.
Meeting the prince is probably the most difficult item on our list. Normally, we'd need to ask for an audience well in advance.
Prince Lucian.
Prince Lucian.
Prince Lucian!
Prince Lucian!
Ooh!
Wait.
Oh, King Julian!
Julian! Exactly.
Julian!
As it turns out, Master Lucian is looking for you.
Oh,
None
King
of this sits
Julian.
right with me.
Oh, Prince Lucian!
Oh. Why did the witch mention his name? If his aim was only to earn my attention, announcing himself as my brother was more than enough. Is Prince Lucian truly searching for me? Or is claiming as much another part of the witch's scheme?
What business do the wings of Garuda have here? That collar. Oh, I see. So a member of the wings has been branded as sacrificium as well. You've got the right of it. We'd like to speak with Prince Lucian. Would you let us through? Absolutely not. Then just relay this message for us. The victor of the War Games Archery Division has come to seek an audience with him. I heard only he predicted her win, and that he was praised highly for it. You don't think His Royal Highness would want to speak with her? Well, no, I still can't let someone who could very well be a Memram get close to the prince. Even though Sacrificia are awarded the same rights of investigation as Inquisitors? Think of it like this. If you cut off his sources of info, he might be at a disadvantage during the trial. Sacrificia are at once allies and enemies. I'm sure you understand what would happen if you threw one of them into that complicated web without a single thread to grab into. Or onto.
Grab onto. The Grand Commander's cool argument plants a seed of doubt in the other night. We're only a step away from our goal, and then the carpet is ripped from under us.
I don't remember idle chatter being in a... Who's this? Is this Conrad?
It might be, or it might be Parker.
other?
I think it's Parker.
I don't remember idle chatter being in the Royal Guardsman's job description.
I was right. Parker Noshburn. One of Conrad's younger brothers. He's one of Conrad's flunkies. I doubt he doesn't know his brother's less savory endeavors. He looked down his nose at me from our very first meeting, so I never liked being around him anyway. When the guardsman explains what has happened, Parker scoffs at us.
How disrespectful can you be? To even think you'd be granted an audience without going through the proper channels. And we're not about to put someone so dangerous in the same room as Lucian. Leave.
Let's go, Grand Commander.
Yeah. Now hold on here. Aren't you from the Linzel family?
Yes, I'm Evan Linzel, Knight of the Wings of Garuda.
Ooh, I knew it! So you're Lady Orla's sister.
You know Orla?
Oh, I most certainly do. I was even at her first dance partner at her societal debut.
Orla is 16, 2 years my junior. So I suppose she would be making her debut about now. I never heard anything about Parker being her dance partner before the Rewind.
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 It makes sense that things have changed somewhat at the Linzel Manor compared to my previous life.
And him. Oh, is Lady Orla faring? Did she like the present I sent her? She gave me a letter of thanks, of course, but I can't be sure if it's genuine.
I'm about to politely tell him that I neither know nor care about that nonsense, but the Grand Commander steps in.
Did you now? Unfortunately, she's been away from the Linzel family for some time now and isn't privy to the more minute things going on, right?
Right. It's been 8 years since we've even
But she still gets along quite well with her baby sister. They may or may not even meet up in the city during weekends.
Grand Commander Krios ends his lie with the vaguest statement yet. But Parker's selective hearing works in our favor.
Oh, I see. It's wonderful that two beautiful sisters such as yourselves can get along so well.
A dreadful shiver runs up my spine. Though I know his honeyed praise is just a performance, I still bristle at the sentiment.
Should you have a message you wish to relay to Lady Orla, I'm sure her sister here is more than willing to be your messenger. Anything would sound much more pleasing from a sister. Yes, I suppose you're right. Would you like to hear her thoughts on your present?
No. Wait. Asking so outright betrays a lack of confidence. I'd like to ask if the rumors of a affection for Lucian are true. Wait. We're not so close that I can ask that quite yet. Oh, I'll be hosting a ball in the near future. Would you let her know I'd like to invite her as my partner?
Why don't you ask her?
Okay. Make sure you tell your sister of Prince Parker's
Magnanimous.
magnanimous.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm tired. Prince Parker's magnanimous
fair.
invitation, Evan. That's an order.
Oh. Everything falls into place when I see Parker's pleased grin. This man has feelings for Orla.
You're the Wing's new Grand Commander, eh? I heard you were an unpleasant sort, but I see you're actually quite the reasonable fellow. I'm humbled by your praise. Now, I do believe you should be leaving. Now, hold on there. I can't let you leave after you've entertained my favor. God, take them to Lucian.
Hook, line, and sinker.
Huh? We have the Grand Commander of the Wings and the Linzel Marquisate's eldest daughter. What could possibly be dangerous about them?
His attitude has entirely reversed itself. A few sentences from Grand Commander Kreis has changed Conrad into our best friend. That's Parker!
Wait a minute!
This is the kind of thing I lack. I never think to read into anyone else's thought process and focus entirely on my own. I should learn from his example.
But you won't.
The sympathize skill has been acquired.
Oh wait, actually, we actually changed the skill, never mind.
The Grand
What's it
Commander
called?
really is something else.
It's a fucking skill, too.
I'm glad I have him on my side.
Back shot.
Fuck you.
What? Back shot left you silenced?
Well, I mean, she is silent.
Your Royal Highness, sir.
What? Spit it out already.
I was ordered by Prince Lucian to remain mum on the subject.
You can tell me, certainly. I'm his brother.
If you're so willing to ignore a royal's orders, I'll have you fired and checked with another guard. I actually...
The guardsman whispers into Parker's ear.
I see. How very like him.
Unfortunately, my brother appears to be out on sudden business. I can't let you see him after all. Could you inform us of where he went?
It involves our nation as a whole, so I can't. Forgive me, but I am unable to help you.
You read it wrong.
Forgive me, but I am able to help you. Lucian and I are on quite good terms with each other. I know everything about him.
Yeah, right. Says the man that regarded him no better than the dirt on his shoes. Wait. Maybe he's right. He ridiculed him in my past life, sure. But Parker's the kind of person that wants to be in the good graces of the next king. Conrad may very well be on Lucian's side in this timeline. Why does it keep calling him Conrad?
Yeah.
Then I hope you'll allow me a few questions. Do you know if Prince Lucian knew the victim, Maya Kirkland?
She's a common citizen, yes. Normally I would think they never met, but I have heard rumors Lucian was using his subordinates to search for someone in the city. I'm not sure who he was looking for exactly, but you can't rule her out as being who he was looking for.
I wonder about that. Mael Diaz, the Witch of the Ruin, said Prince Lucian was looking for me. Despite it coming from a witch, I can't deny his claim outright, so I just sat on that statement for some time. But if Parker is saying the same thing, then I know at least his attempts to find someone are truth. Thank you for answering. If possible, I'd also like to know where Prince Lucian was last night.
I can say with total certainty that he kept to his room. Those were father's orders, you see.
There's one more thing I'd like to confirm. Has Prince Lucian always been so talented?
Well, he was always a clever kid. No, he wasn't. As a kid, he was a timid coward. The barest of teasing would send him into tears. Conrad and I once conspired to see him locked in a dark stack room. He cried so hard he began convulsing. Sure, we locked him away, but it was only for 2 nights, nothing to panic over. But for a while after that, he needed a maid with him to fall asleep. What did that pathetic brother... Wait. What did that pathetic little brother of mine change? He ignored everything Conrad and I did and devoted himself to his studies. At some point, he'd gathered everyone's praise. Was there no defining moment to speak of? Oh, wait, no, that's great. Was there no defining moment to speak of?
Oh, yeah.
Not that I know of. Maybe he just hit his head. Either way, he was much cuter as a kid.
I was hit with whiplash when I first heard of Prince Lucian's sudden change. People can't change that easily. So what happened with him? I felt like some unknown power was at work. He suffered so terribly under his brothers. I'd been so worried about why he changed, but as one of his subjects, I should be happier knowing he's gotten stronger.
I thought the wings of Garuda is nothing more than a waste of funding. But I need to re-examine my biases, especially when they have such a beautiful woman in their ranks. Love interest, no.
The elite now look more favorably on Evan.
Okay, so I'm seeing why, like, those 3 are necessary, like, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
End investigation?
Yes.
Do we decide? There's decide. What's that? Like, do we decide who we think? No, just end, I guess.
Yeah. Alright.
You don't want to go to the Lindsell Manor, Evan?
We don't have time for that.
Sure, it usually takes time to organize a meeting with a Marquise, but it shouldn't be that hard for you. Okay, then I'll go alone. I've got my own connections I can use.
Connections, huh? He must be referring to her. I'll go too.
Wait, so we are going?
Yeah, I guess so.
Do we go anyway?
We go anyway. I'm
Oh.
going back home. My heart sinks when I take that first step. 8 years ago, I got on hands and knees as I begged to go to the church. My intent from the start was to join the Wings, but I highly doubted a Marquess would allow something like that. Yet it was my father that gave me the support. He may have still had love for his 10-year-old daughter. Even so, he told me never to return once I'd left. Nothing's changed at all. All the furnishing speaks to their luxury, yet have no character of their own. I wonder if that's the kind of thing that suits her tastes.
Apparently, Kriya suits her tastes. Heyo!
Ooh.
Welcome back. Welcome, Sir Castle Rock.
The butler bows deeply, but only to the Grand Commander. When the Grand Commander realizes I'm being ignored, he scowls. I remain silent on the matter, leaving him no choice but to continue the conversation.
Oh, he's gonna learn how much the family hates us. Oh, and then he's gonna get sympathy, and then like, oh, I can fix her. I'm sorry for coming unannounced. As I mentioned in our correspondence, I'd like to speak with Lady Orla about the trial tonight. If possible, I'd like to give my regards to Lord Lindsell first. I see. Unfortunately, Master Brett is currently indisposed.
Indisposed.
Indisposed, that's what I said. What?
I heard disposed.
I also heard
Indisposed.
disposed.
You also heard disposed?
Yes.
What the fuck?
Indisposed.
The physician has declared it to be an issue with his organs, so Master Brett is bedridden.
Uh-huh. And that explains why I never heard any complaints about my becoming a knight. He wasn't in the condition to do so.
But he was in bedridden last time. Uh-oh.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Still, this is odd. He was perfectly healthy in my previous life.
That's what I fucking
Does my
said.
leaving home have anything to do with this?
Lady Evelina is currently absent as well. I shall bring you to Lady Orla. Do follow me.
Ew, it's so pink.
It is so pink.
Oh, that's beautiful.
She's a bitch.
I like pink.
Okay, but she's a bitch.
That's fine, but the pink is still cool.
Alright.
Yeah, she can be a bitch. She likes pink. That's fine. All is forgiven. That butler must not have recognized you. I didn't realize you hadn't been home in so long. You don't have to look so upset. I'm not blaming you or anything. Damn. I would turn into a real nag when it comes to you.
I still want that jacket. I'm just staring at the jacket. I like that with everyone.
I just imagine like that's the character's thoughts. Like it just like goes like completely over, like in the background, like becomes muffled. Like I must be a real nag. Like when it comes to you, like I want that jacket.
Exactly. You're like that with everyone. The more downtrodden someone is, the more likely you are to reach out. I've seen it again and again.
I can fix them.
And because you stand out, everyone's attention winds up focused on who you're speaking with. And because everyone respects you, they all try to help too.
Stop it. It's not that big a deal. You make it sound more noble and deep than it actually is.
It's amazing he's able to say that, and I'm sure he genuinely means it.
Wait, I think I recognize that. We've said that before.
Ooh. I'm sure he'd hate me if I went much further, so I keep my whisperings locked in my heart. This is what I respect about him, and that's why I feel so betrayed by the tiniest action. Respect can turn into something terribly dangerous when taken too far. Sir Castlerock, I do apologize for keeping you.
It is an honor to meet you, Lady Orla. My name is Curious Castlerock.
I know quite well who you are. Not a single lady in this kingdom doesn't know who the Viridian noble is. Orla's eyes glow with a fierce light. She's as enamored with the Green Commander as most other women are, I see.
That's what my pose looks like.
Ah. It's been 8 whole years. Orla probably doesn't even remember me. Assuming she hasn't read the paper or heard anything from the Inquisitors, she probably won't recognize. Is that you, my dear sister? Surprise closes my throat, and it's not because she actually recognized me. It's because of the tears currently pouring from her eyes. I've missed you so much. I know we only lived as sisters for 6 years, but never talked much besides, but I've never forgotten you, not once. Why didn't you ever come home? I'm utterly bewildered. Is this the same Orla that used the servants to tease me? The very same woman who cackled as she chopped off my hair? Don't think about it too hard. Orla acted the perfect sister back then, remember? She's likely doing the same now. Why won't you say anything? I'm honestly confused. You said yourself we didn't talk much as kids, and it's not like we're related by blood either. I'm not sure why you think of me so fondly as your sister when everything else says otherwise.
What?
I suppose you're right. It must be quite the surprise to suddenly be doted on like that. I'm sorry, I let my excitement get the better of me. Orla turned around to wipe at her tears. That movement shifts the dress at her shoulders for only a moment. But what I see there makes my blood run cold. The Grand Commander doesn't seem to have noticed. My loyalty to this household has been well and truly severed. But even so, I hesitate to vocalize what I saw. I'm sorry, sir, but would you leave us alone for a bit? I'd like to talk with my sister.
I bet it. I was just about to propose the same thing. Oh no, is she being abused? I don't know.
What do you need? I gently grab Orla's shoulders. Who did this to you? I just bumped into something. If you truly love me as a sister, then I want you to talk to me about this. It was all my fault. I'm not as beautiful as Mother, nor am I as clever. I'm not like her at all. I'm a poor excuse for a daughter.
Ooh.
Horror grips at my heart and I feel sick to my stomach. My mouth goes dry as I take in what I'm hearing. That woman turned on her own daughter when I disappeared. I had thought, as a mother, she would at least dote on her own daughter. It seems, however, that I am sorely mistaken. Though Orla isn't being locked away like I was, she's still very much being abused. She's felt a very different despair than what I experienced. How hopeless must it feel to experience violence at the hands of your own mother? The flames of anger that had been burning within me fade away to the faintest smoke. This younger girl in front of me needs someone to protect her. I wrap my arms around her slender frame and search for the words I should say to her as her older sister. I'm beside myself with regret that I never noticed sooner. You suffered alone for so long. I'm here now, Orla. It hurts so much. When I was chosen as a sacrificium, Mother said she regretted even giving birth to me. If I'm implicated as a membrum, that will smear Mother's name. What do I do? Orla, do you remember Maya? She originally worked here as a maid. Yes, I do. She left with you, yes? I believe she had light, cream-colored hair. She was the Oh, that's me. She was the victim in this case. Can I trust you, Orla? Of course you can't. I could never kill anyone. Someone. Whatever. She was never high on my suspect list to begin with. Someone of her lithe build could never tear a grown woman's body apart. You needn't fret over the trial. I'll be right there with you. Her eyes go wide, as if finally remembering that I've also been selected as a sacrificium. I've heard of your achievements. You've earned so much praise and well wishes after your win at the War Games. You're truly incredible. Compared to that, I seldom leave home, so my knowledge of the outside world and my interpersonal relationships are all lacking. So no one would think to spare me in a vote. Don't allow yourself to be so pessimistic, Orla. I'll protect you. I'm not gonna protect you, Evan. Evan has shoved his headphones deep into his ears.
What? No, come on.
Really? Really?
Is that a crime?
What it looks like, yeah. I promise. Thank you.
I still hear everything all right,
You
too.
returned home for good? That's crazy. No. There's no room for me here either. Orla shakes her head as a smile blooms on her features. I've prepared a room just for you, my dear sister. I've chosen everything, from the curtains to the bed sheets, but that's true of the whole manor. I'm at my most relaxed when I pick out new furnishings and decide how to arrange them. It's the only aspect of my life that truly goes as I will it to.
You called her a bitch.
She would do the decorating of the corpse.
All she wanted to do was decorate
She was
the house.
furnishing the room with the corpse. I don't know.
I can't say anything.
Put it in the face.
The advocate skill has been acquired. The nobles now look much less favorably on Evan.
What?
Time has flown by. With it being 11 p.m., there's not much else we can do.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
On this night of chaos, a fiendish moon hangs from the sky.
That's not a moon. Oh.
You spoke a little bit too soon, bro. I should look over the information I've gleaned before the trial starts.
All right, I'm going to refill my water.
Okay. I don't want to read through all this.
It's fine. I'll need to look over any information.
Okay. Let's get started.
Hear you.
Miles'
What
obsession.
happened? What?
I'm just gonna read through the
Oh,
evidence
no.
while you're gone.
Fuck.
After becoming the first woman to win the War Games, Evan has garnered her fair share of fans. Among those that honor her as the Rose Knight, Mael is one of her most passionate supporters. Money is no object in his goal to collect as many of her prints as he can. Thomas's obsession. Thomas is a massive fan of Ninja, the chivalrous thief. He was indirectly saved by Ninja at his old miserable job, and now spends his days going after him? Question mark? As a fervent desire to meet Ninja, Lucas spends his nights patrolling the city. As a result, his exhaustion during the days lead to him nodding off at work. Parker's testimony. I have heard rumors Lucien was using his subordinates to search for someone in the city. I'm not sure who exactly, but you can't rule her, the victim, out. Parker's testimony. I'd like to ask if the rumors of Lady Orla's affection for Lucien are true. The Linzel home. The horrible scars left on Orla's body are from her mother's abuse. Orla's testimony. It was my fault. I'm not as beautiful as Mother, nor am I as clever. I'm not like her at all. I'm a poor excuse for a daughter. The victim, Maya Kirkland, worked at the Linzel residence until 8 years ago. Orla knows of her. Orla's testimony. She left with you, yes? I believe she had light cream-colored hair. Orla's hobbies. Orla enjoys picking out furniture and decorations. Everything in the Linzel household, from the curtains to the bed sheets, were chosen by her. When the Membrum commits their crime, everyone is put into a deep sleep. As a result, no one has an alibi. Those that become a Membrum have their sense of ethics and morals robbed by the witch. Maya's corpse was dismembered and her limbs were decorated around Evan's room. The carnival rules.
See, that's what I was talking about. Decoration. And then she's talking about how she really feels like at home when she can decorate.
Oh, I mean, if you're gonna do it, you might as well go all out.
Yeah. Yeah.
The carnival
and since,
rules.
Like the person, who was it?
Maya.
Mael mentioned that.
Yeah.
It was like, oh,
Her
like,
limbs were decorated
they
around the
can't
room.
even tell like the difference between right or wrong.
Yeah.
Also, she remembers what Maya looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Like, ooh, and cream-colored hair. So I think
Yeah.
it's her.
Okay. Carnival rules. 1. The sacrificia, jurors, and facilitator must all be in attendance. 2. One person must be executed. 3. The punishment will be decided via a juror vote. 4. Debates will be held by the sacrificia only. No outburst will be permitted by anyone else, regardless of status. 5. Trials will begin at midnight and must conclude within the hour. 6. Rule breakers will be executed. 7. Membra will receive inhuman powers for 1 hour starting at 2 a.m. 8. Victory or defeat will be decided only within the halls of the court.
Okay.
Case. Witch Membrum incident. The victim's name was Maya Kirkland. Age 26. Sex female. Occupation maid. Crime scene was Evan Linzel's dwelling. Time of death between 2 a.m. and 3 a.m. Cause of death was blood loss, and murder weapon is unknown. Mael Diaz. Age and sex, 28 male. Occupation, court painter. History. Exhibited extraordinary talent upon his graduation from art school, and subsequently chose to serve the royal family as a court painter. Night of the crime, asleep in his room. Relationship with the deceased,
We
no
also
relationship.
didn't ask Orla what she was doing that night of the crime.
We did not. Thomas Unruh. Age and sex, 23 male. Occupation, merchant. History. A commoner born into a middle-class family. He was nearly worked to death at the shop he was currently employed at until the chivalrous knight chivalrous thief ninja saved him. Night of the crime, asleep in his room. Relationship with the deceased, no relationship. Lucian Noshburn. Age and sex, 18 male. Occupation, third-born prince of Historica. History, son of King James and his concubine. Though his feeble nature in childhood saw him as a candidate furthest from the throne, he currently garners such trust and high hopes for the future as to be entrusted with the heirship project. Night of the crime, asleep in his room. Relationship with the deceased, no relationship. Evans file. Evan Linzel. Age and sex, 18 female. Occupation, Wings of Garuda, Cadet Knight. History. Eldest daughter of Marquess Linzel. Left home at a young age and enrolled in the Wings of Garuda. Night of the crime, asleep in her room. Relationship with the deceased, master. Orla's
Ooh.
file. Age and sex, 16 female. Occupation, young lady of a Marquess family. History. Daughter of Princess Evelina, younger sister to the current king. Due to her mother's remarriage, she became daughter of Marquess Linzel. Has only just made her social debut. Night of the crime, asleep in her room. Relationship with the deceased, none.
I have a wild guess. I think people were sleeping when the crime happened.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's actually a whole plot point. The carnival's right around the corner. Come make your bets on who the membrum is before it ends. You might walk away a rich man. Gambling? Is he really trying to make some... Oh, well, I'm just gonna say she. Is she really trying to make some coin from a trial? Of all things? Despite her grossly unethical conduct, not a single person around her berates her for it. Quite the opposite, in fact. Everyone puts their bets in with gusto. I feel sick. This is the kind of thing that would make me despise humans. I've calculated the current standings just for you. Use this knowledge to make a smarter bet.
Uh-oh.
I can feel myself start to panic. Sweat drips down my back, my hands are cold, and my whole body begins to shake. I feel like the same woman I was when I was still locked in confinement. I don't consider myself reliable in the least. I can't believe I slipped back into that mindset so easily. What was the point of the last 8 years if not to get stronger? Pull yourself together. Fear will only lead to my downfall. I desperately try to encourage myself, but it's not enough. No matter what I try to tell myself, the shaking refuses to cease.
Backshot.
Thank you for sticking with me throughout today, Grand Commander. If it weren't for you, Sir? Grand Commander! He leans against a nearby wall, his hands pushed into his chest. I watch as the color drains from his face. I'll find a physician!
No. Don't go. It'll figure itself out soon.
He pulls medicine from his pocket and deftly swallows it. The ease and speed with which he does so speaks to how long he's been dealing with this illness.
Uh-oh.
Are you sick?
You need to focus on yourself, first and foremost.
I can't do that. I can't just remove you so easily from my thoughts.
That's quite the ardent confession you've just given me.
Oops.
But I'm sure your intentions lie elsewhere. That's just the kind of person you are.
I'm sick and tired of losing the ones I love. If I lose you on top of that, I won't be able to handle it.
If anyone here is looking infirm, it's you.
The Grand Commander gingerly takes my hand in his.
You're shaking. What are you so afraid of?
Death? I'm about to be tried for the murder. Everything. Of losing someone I love and of dying.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
You are? Why?
Because if I'm found guilty in this trial, I'll be burned at the stake.
You won't lose this. Believe him. Is that not it? Why are you saving? Are we doing both?
Maybe.
No answer.
Well,
We'll
be doing it
said
later.
believe him.
we'll be doing it later.
What do you mean later? Why?
The other option. So we're doing one option right now.
Okay. Believe him.
No,
What is that? Huh?
no.
What is that the wrong option or are we
Believe
doing
him is the
option?
wrong option.
Really?
Yeah. It's one of the answers for, basically we have 3 endings. We have the good ending.
Oh,
The-
for each out?
Yeah. The
Oh.
kind of middling, sad ending, and then the bad ending.
What ending are we going for first?
The good ending.
Okay.
Because basically the way that the sad ending works is we go through the entire route, but we make slightly different choices.
Okay.
So we'll be mostly skipping through the sad one because most of the dialogue won't change.
And what about the middling one?
That's just we pick one answer and we immediately get an ending.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
How can you be so sure? We can't even predict what could happen in 5 minutes. I'm sorry, that just slipped out. I didn't mean to brush aside your support.
You don't need to apologize for saying how you feel. I prefer to see who you really are underneath the knight's facade.
He's a
Oh,
twerp.
yeah.
Grand
I remember
Commander. Those aren't the words he should be giving me as a superior. Even so, they help to ignite a gentle warmth in my chest.
that. Oh, my heart is healing. Oh.
Oh my god, is it healing?
Evan,
Among Us.
I am sick, just as you surmised. There was a wonder drug for it, but we're missing one ingredient. Without that, I'll have to deal with this for the rest of my life.
What are you missing?
True love. Oh.
Why does Wonder Drug sound like a really bad rock band from the 80s?
Hey, thanks for coming on. We're Wonder Drug!
Yeah, right.
A Garuda feather, and a specific one at that. It can't be any color but red.
A red Garuda feather? We have 18 Garudas in the wings aviaries, but none are red.
I'm sure you remember that we don't have any right now, but Huma's kid could very well be red.
Oh,
You've given me hope.
it's a small fleeting hope. Red Garudas are the rarest of them all, and there hasn't been one in the wing's care for decades. There's a much higher chance of Huma's child inheriting her sky blue coloration. I'm not so naive that I immediately vocalize those thoughts.
Coloration.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay.
But I also can't come up with anything encouraging to say. So all I can do is bite my lip in frustration. Mm.
Garuda's longevity mean they don't often give birth. I'd all but given up.
Did you join the wings to cure your illness?
Yeah, I basically did it to live. There's still something I had to accomplish. But I found myself another reason as I started taking care of the Garudas. I wanted to do whatever I could to protect these holy birds. Even ignoring the possibility of this new Garuda being red, I'm just happy knowing I get to witness the birth of a new Garuda. You saved Huma and her child. Believe in yourself. All people are, in the true meaning of the word alone. What?
Yes, sir.
I'm heading back to my office. I'll just be making things harder for you to concentrate if I show up to the trial in this state. Yeah. I can't even speak right.
I look down at my hand. The chill is gone, and the shaking has stopped. Grand Commander,
Grand Commander!
Backshot.
I'll come out of this alive.
We're going to shoot you in the back.
He smiles at me.
Why? Yeah, that's a backshot, dumbass.
Yeah, with a pistol.
He smiles at me before disappearing into the
Well, I'm not
crowd
a
with a
healthcare
lazy wave
CEO.
of the hand.
Too
Shh.
soon.
Shh.
Damn, we got 2 back shots in that scene. I'm so happy.
Stop! Give me freedom! 30 minutes left. May as well enter the courtroom. Wait. Crap. I don't even know where the courtroom is. Even if Inquisitor Lister had already told me himself, I've completely forgotten. I've no choice but to go check with him again. I make my way to the inquisitorial office, fully prepared for Inquisitor Lister's snide remarks to bombard my ears.
I love the
And
name
then
Inquisitor
a man
Lister.
appears behind me.
Ooh, does
Can't
it
give you a
matter?
voice now. Evan's making faces as he tries to figure out what voice to use.
Heed my instructions closely.
His voice is barely a whisper. The dark brown cowl he wears unfortunately prevents me from taking stock of his features. That clear voice, though, rings with familiarity.
No. Is it gonna be the
Do the
detective?
witch's voice for right now.
Oh, okay. Make your way through the market and into
No,
the
no, no, no,
adjacent...
no, 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 no,
Wait,
no.
which one?
Mael.
Yeah, wait, shit, fuck, was.
He was like eccentric.
Make your way through the market and into the adjacent footpath. You have nothing to be suspicious of.
I'll do. Oh, Prince Lucian. Never mind. What the fuck, man? Okay, it's Prince Lucian. Never
Okay,
mind.
should we go back and read those?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
I'll do as you say.
I do really good at Mickey Mouse voice.
But you should know your phrasing is nothing if not suspicious, Prince Lucian. I hear his breath hitch, but it soon evens out as the tension dissipates.
I've long waited for this moment, Lady Evan.
That sounds even more sus, bro.
Yeah,
After
it does.
confirming we're alone, he removes his hood. When I finally see Prince Lucian for myself, I understand that he's changed more than even the rumors imply. Even his stature has changed. He was prone to slouching in my previous life, but now he stands tall with a confident gaze. He's very much the picture of a perfect prince. I've heard you were looking for me. Does that claim have merit?
Yes. I've been searching for you since I heard you joined the church. I panicked when I didn't see your name among their numbers. I never imagined you'd join the wings.
Well, you see,
Where you see?
I lied to my family.
Well, you see.
If I honestly
see.
told them I wanted to be a knight, I doubt they would have let me leave the manor. Why were you searching for me?
Because I fucking love you.
'Cause I
mean-
love you, babe.
Because I love you.
And,
Why wouldn't I?
You barely know me? Like, there's a lot of answers to that question, bro.
I know you very well.
Oh god, what the hell was that?
Just ignore Evan most of the time.
That's scary.
Just ignore Evan.
Anyone would be worried if their childhood friend suddenly disappeared. I wrote you a number of times, but never received a response.
You sent me letters? I'm sorry. I left home before I ever had a chance to see them. They may still be at the manor.
Don't worry, I retrieved them, and I framed them all over my room.
Ooh.
Ooh. Doing some interior decorating. It's fine. It'd be embarrassing were you to read them now. Strike it from your memory. As much as I would like to reminisce on our childhoods, we don't have the time.
Unfortunately, you're correct. The trial should be starting any minute now.
You are in a terribly precarious situation, Evan. Lady Evan.
Prince Lucian looks to me with a grave expression.
The details of your relationship with the victim and the circumstances under which the murder occurred have been spread to the public by someone with unsavory motives.
I see. So they all know now. I remember the last thing Rune told me. His warning not to use the fatal rewind in my current state weighs on my mind. I can't die. Everything ends if I lose my life tonight.
Yeah, that's how it fucking works, dumbass.
I know, right? Like, no one else but us will understand. And Rune.
I'll do what I can to deflect this suspicion from you. Please believe that I am your ally in this.
That's kinda sus, bro. Your Royal Highness. You've truly changed. You've gotten so much stronger than when we last met. I clamped my mouth shut before I thoughtlessly touched one on experiences I had not. In this life, I'm assuming there was supposed to be an experienced. But in the last, I study his features, hoping he doesn't find my silence strange.
I would think you would understand that change better than anyone.
Huh?
Does he have Fatal Rewind too? Is that what they're hinting at? I don't know. Anyway.
I'm like,
Confused.
I'm trying not to make a comment right now.
No,
Okay.
make a comment. Come on.
It's just, he looks weird to me.
He looks weird.
He's throwing me off, and I don't know why.
Okay.
I think he's got baby face.
Well, he
He's
is
an
only
anime
18.
Yeah, still got baby face.
He's an 18-year-old anime guy. Of course he has baby face.
Ooh, gaga, Lady Evan. Baby needs some breast milk. Oh god.
Wow, put mine.
The area around us warps, colors and shapes mix together as all is engulfed by chaos. We're just gonna move on.
Are we teleported to the place? Oh,
Mhm.
okay. Oh, it is a carnival.
Where are we?
What just happened? I was in my room. I should still be there. So what happened to bring me here?
If only this was Ninja's handiwork, I'd let Ninja do just about anything to me.
That's sus, bro. I'm so scared.
A bell that tolls midnight. It appears we find ourselves in the witch's court.
Oh, it feels more like we're in a circus tent.
Thick drapes patterned with stars hang from the ceiling as bizarre lights float around us. The sacrificia stand in the middle of the stage, surrounded by the gawking eyes of the public. Something about this place reminds me of Elysia, though far more sinister. Who must be in some interdimensional space. No wonder I couldn't find it. You wouldn't be able to visit without a witch's power. That seat remains empty. It's exactly the kind of place I'd expect to find that witch.
Hot. Oh, there's a fire right below where we're standing. We won't last a second if we fall.
No! Please, someone help me!
Silence, or you'll get... Silence, or you'll get my whip to your chin. I am Inquisitor Tyrrell I. Lister.
Leonard.
What?
Were you about to say Leonard?
No.
Hi guys, I'm Tyrrell Leonard.
Alright, just continue.
I am Inquisitor Tyrrell I. Lister, and I shall be serving as facilitator for this trial of witches, for witches, by witches.
For the
I
people.
was there.
Eagle.
Inquisitor, I hardly know her.
Yes, yes.
We are in the space created by the witch in question. Ray, remember that this space is dictated by the witch's will. Should you wish to live, follow it to the letter.
What do you mean by will?
What else could it be but the but the trial? Your tone has me thinking you mean to side with the witch, Inquisitor. And I wouldn't blame you for coming to that conclusion. Still, this is not the first time an Inquisitor has been forced into the role of facilitator. My aim is the same as yours, to capture and kill the Membrum. To that end, I am here to help your debates proceed as smoothly as possible. I ask that the 300 chosen jurors lend me their ears. Take heed of the Sacrificia's debates and cast your votes for the most suspicious of their number. It is your eyes that will discern for us the truth. Now let the debates begin. Da, da, da.
Dun, dun, dun.
Wait. I've never debated in my life. What do I even talk about? I would have you decide the topics, but you all look like a bunch of do-gooders. This is a trial. You don't need kindness here. He makes a compelling point. We don't have time to dally. Let's start with introductions. We received information on the Sacrificia from the Inquisitors, but the 300 jurors present may not know much at all. Are you so sure about that? The tabloid flyer featuring all of us was the topic of the town. Well, either way, I do think introductions are a good idea. I'm Thomas Unruh. I work at... Cut the crap. What? We aren't here to play. All 5 of you should tell us who you think is the most suspicious and why.
Bro looks bored out of his mind.
What? But that's so sudden. Answer me, Orla Linzel.
Me? But I don't know.
If you don't have an answer, that will only reflect poorly on you.
I'll answer. My name is Orla. Marquez Brett Linzel is my father, and Princess Evelina is my mother. I suspect that painter. He's been acting odd ever since we got here.
What? Me? But why?
I'm sorry. It was a complete shot in the dark. Please don't take it too seriously.
My name is Mael Diaz. I'm a court painter. My job is to paint the royal family's portraits and scenes from their daily life. I am definitely not the Membrum. Though I will say an awful lot of people think I'm suspicious. I say Orla's the Membrum.
This is literally just a game for
Why?
Yeah. Ooh. Watch silently.
No.
No?
Yeah, defend the
Orla only
Imperium.
answered the question asked of her. This debate will go nowhere if we get caught up in such trivial details.
Oh yeah, yeah, okay.
Urgh.
Thank you, dear sister.
She came to her sister's aid immediately. What a warm relationship they have. Oh yeah, we want a good impression.
For sure, yeah.
Of ourselves, yeah. I am Lucian Newsburn, third-born Prince of Historica. I have yet to make any concrete decisions, but as Thomas Unruh is the only one of our group I've never met, I'd like to hear more of his story. You honor me, sir. My name is Thomas Unruh. I'm a merchant by trade and the vice president of the Ninja Fan Club. The one I feel most likely to be the Memrum is, well, I heard something that made me doubt the wing of Garuda Knight.
He heard something, huh? I'm curious to know what he was told, but asking him now would probably only make things worse for me.
Which leaves us with Lady Evan. Would you introduce yourself?
Of course. I'm Evan Linzel, a knight with the wings of Garuda. I am currently most suspicious of...
Oh, I mean, you've heard who I am most suspicious of. I'm most suspicious of Orla, but I don't think that would, like, reflect positively or anything.
No.
Yeah.
Now that we've all laid our opinion,
So, yeah, I think ultimately Orla is the person, but, like, we'll see.
Yeah, makes sense.
now that we've all laid our opinions bare, let us talk about each of us in turn. I'll be the first subject. Say what you will about me, forget about our respective standings, and let's debate.
Lucian Nespern.
You ask us to debate, but not a single person here believes you to be the Membrum, sir.
He's exactly right. You are the scion of the goddess. No one of your lineage could wind up as the witch's tool. Skills are now available. Use skills to challenge the Sacrificia's statements.
Ew.
As there's no use in arguing this point, should we now move on to the next Sacrificia? So the correct answer is advocate. I have to do these ones quickly because we're on a timer.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
It's incredibly reassuring to have you as an ally. You've really nothing to say?
Nothing at all. We citizens all believe in you, sir.
But
We've only 40 minutes until the end of the trial, and you've only gone through a single sacrificium. Are you fine with this development?
Allow me to go next. I want to dispel the doubt you've placed upon me.
Where are Rendell?
I could never kill another human being. I've never even considered harming someone. And besides, these arms of mine aren't capable of much. I would fold in the face of any resistance.
Ooh.
Sister, what are you doing? I'm sorry, Orla. I don't mean to blame you. I simply want to address some contradictions.
Contradictions? There's nothing strange at all about her statement.
please speak on anything you may have noticed.
I would be more careful of your statements if I were you, dear sister. Should your reasoning head down the wrong path, you'll surely earn the public's ire. She's right. People won't believe me just by pointing things out. I need to show why any one of us could kill Maya, and I think I have just the proof. Okay. So you gotta think.
Fuck. Okay, well, fuck. I feel like autopsy report. I mean, that's like the autopsy report or the no, I'm thinking like all inhibitions are like, they have no heart, but like that's like more motive versus like means.
Well, it's not just that they don't have inhibitions, it's that they have the ability to do anything.
Really, they do?
Basically, it's supposed to take away their inhibitions and the things that would be stopping them. Basically, they can be anywhere they want. They can...
Anything? Oh wait. So
Basically, it takes away their inhibitions and it gives them the power to carry out their crime.
Oh, I didn't know that part.
Yeah.
Okay, so would that be good to know then?
Yeah, so it is that information specifically, I believe.
Yeah.
Which is this one.
Huh? Everyone falls asleep when the Memrum kills their target? I was so tired I went to bed right early.
Based on previous records, people did seem to fall asleep about 2 in the morning, right, Mr. Inquisitor?
Correct. Though we can't say for sure certain if this case follows the same rules.
Okay, so the part of the membrum info that are being shown, I guess, for this one is actually the fact that everyone falls asleep when it's the 2 hours of, when it's like the hour of the membrum. So basically, they could do anything. There's not any resistance. You can't use, I couldn't beat them in a fight as a
Okay.
as a defense.
Yeah. If they're asleep.
Yeah.
Okay.
And no one will be coming to their aid.
Though I'd planned on staying awake throughout the night, I was suddenly assailed by drowsiness and was unable to remain conscious. That magic was used appears to be a safe assumption.
But why, pray tell, does that make me the culprit? Your argument makes no sense.
Your sister is not indicting you, Lady Orla. She is simply stating that, as the victim was asleep, they could have been killed by anyone.
So you're saying I'm not the culprit?
I wouldn't go quite that far.
Oh no! Please believe me! I'm not the membrum everyone is looking for! Why would I ever think to kill someone? I've never even met the victim before! Orla? Just as I think to point out her contradiction, the tears begin pouring out of her eyes. My mother, Evelina Linzel, is also a scion of Goddess Norna. Her blood runs through my veins. I could never fall under such a blasphemous curse. Please, please believe me, everyone. Orla's tearful plea is an arrow straight to their hearts. Orla and I had a complicated relationship, but that was in my previous life. Our time apart in this life may have led to her growing up into a better person. She's a young, frail girl. I want to protect her, but that contradiction is bothering me. Unfortunately, if I were to point it out under these circumstances, I would face severe backlash. My only choice is to watch things unfold.
So, I've never met the victim in my life. I honestly think it's pretty strange that I'm here at all.
Are you so sure about that? You're a merchant, right? Certainly she's come to purchase from you before. I hear you work at Kiki's Goods. Kiki's is one of the largest companies in our kingdom. As a maid, she most certainly frequent your store.
You must frequently certain to your store.
Frequently certain your store.
Frequently in your store.
Well, I can't really argue with you there. So I don't remember ever seeing her at all.
What? Lady Rose Knight, are you really defending?
I've thought of this odd for some time now, but why do you keep referring to her as the Rose Knight?
Because she's a gorgeous knight clad in roses.
Enough!
We're,
Yeah,
talking
that
about me, right? I like him. He's just like a total stoner character to me.
Yeah.
We've changed topics. Now we will spend 3 hours speaking on how incredibly wonderful the Rose Knight is.
Mile, I'm going to turn you into practice dummy should you utter one more word. Is there a reason Thomas doesn't remember Maya? I may just have the proof on hand. Okay.
The fact that he forgets stuff.
Well, it's the fact that he constantly falls asleep at work because he's chasing ninja at night.
Yeah.
What's the opposite of amnesia?
So he doesn't remember what happens during the day?
Thomas enjoys late night walks and has a tendency to fall asleep in the middle of the day. Right, Thomas?
Unfortunately, yeah, I'm ashamed to be sure. I hated the way that I don't like Thomas anymore. He's a douchebag. He seems like the type of like
You're just like, oh,
like,
my
yo,
bad.
Like, yo, I'm a soc major.
Yeah. I can see that.
Actually, yeah, there's a guy in my mom's
Oh,
classes that I need
shit.
to get off of.
Oh,
Anyway,
okay.
That would explain why you wouldn't remember if she'd come to your store or not. Still, why do you walk up so late at night?
Obsession.
Yeah.
I've heard of this chivalrous thief. I see. So you wander around at night to catch Ninja while he's at work.
You're a ninja fan? Me too! Wow, I suddenly feel like we're best friends. We should definitely talk some more.
Well, considering the situation, we should probably save that for later.
He spoke so passionately about Ninja earlier today, but he seems to be lethargic now. The trial must be getting to him.
Why is he wearing a stupid hat?
Because I'm a ninja fan,
Special.
bruh.
He's a wee bit special in the head.
It's my Ninja fan club hat.
Ninja wears the hat, dumbass.
I'm impressed. You've done quite a bit of research. You've done quite a bit of research on the Sacrificia.
Anyway, in conclusion, I'm definitely not the membrum.
Then let's move on.
I want to hear what the painter has to say. I thought him suspicious before, but the more I hear him talk, the more trustworthy he seems.
Ooh! How interesting. I always regarded him as someone who felt less reliable the more I heard him speak. Subjectivity is a powerful thing.
God damn, that was uncalled for. What the fuck? Shall I make your next portrait a stick figure?
Prince Lucian and Mile Diaz appear to get along rather well.
Truly.
Truly.
Look, I doubt I need to make my case now that I've been given a seal of approval from Lady Orla, beloved by the crowd as she is. I suppose I must. Prince Lucian would get angry otherwise. If I must do this, I'll do it right. I'll build a kind of perfect case that will make even the Rose Knight swoon. Like the merchant here, I've never met the victim. To put it another way, I don't have a motive. And with no motive, I can't possibly be the criminal. No arguments there, I'm sure. Review, I feel like, right? Or
Advocate.
advocate, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, lovely Rose Knight. Marry me.
Excuse. Oh.
Excuse me?
No, crap. That was a figure of speech, you see.
That you've no motive doesn't help your case. We already know that the witch robs the chosen member of their morals. We cannot rule out the possibility of an indiscriminate killing.
A sterling observation, Prince Lucian. It's no surprise that you picked up on the flaw in his argument.
I can't tell if you're being childish or reactionary to have gotten to that breakthrough via your own jealousy, but because of that, the Rose Knight looks suspicious for having backed me up.
Finally, it's your turn, Lady Evan.
My sister is entirely innocent. Despite there being no precedent for it, she joined the Knights because she wants to do what's right. She could never bring harm to another person. That merchant said at the very start of this trial how he felt she was suspicious, but I'm sure that that was no more than a lie.
No more lie.
No more than a lie.
I wasn't lying at all. I just heard from someone that, well... The victim in this case worked under you, didn't she? And on the night she died, you had been sleeping in the same room as her.
What?
I even heard that the room had been sealed so tight that no one else could possibly enter.
No. Oh, now wait a moment. Doesn't that mean she saw the membrum? Isn't that right? Sorry to disappoint, but I never saw any membrum.
Seriously? You're not trying to say you slept through the whole thing, are you? Fucking yes.
This is where we talk about the sleeping.
Yeah.
Another time.
We were all put to sleep with the witch's magic when the crime was being committed. We can't blame her for not witnessing the membrum in the act.
Exactly. We mentioned this earlier, too.
I suppose. But wouldn't you normally wake up to all that racket?
Bro, this isn't normally.
Huh?
Like he's saying, wouldn't you normally wake up? And it's like, excuse me, magic? What is normal about that?
That's a good point. I know I'd wake up. I'm a light sleeper.
That's simply how powerful this magic is, dipshit.
Yeah.
This is the Witch of Ruin we're talking about, after all. It would be a strong one.
Can we really prove that, though? None of us know anything about magic.
Oh, that we don't know.
Master Diaz, whose side are you on? Do I have any evidence concerning magic?
Do we? I forget.
No, we don't.
Yeah. So then, you have a relationship with the deceased. You're the only one who has a relationship with her, so that, makes you pretty suspicious.
What do you think the answer is?
Be honest.
Yes. Maya was my maid. That's why we lived together. She lived with the victim. It has to be her. The member
is a knight? What kind of riffraff are the wings of Garuda?
The wings were a joke to begin with. They sink over 100 million gold in taxes a year for the Garudas.
Why? I know to go to the road. Hey, can we use your hell white
That filthy knight deserves the gallows.
Pardon the fuck.
I'm going to die at this rate. But I can just try again when I die. Losing now isn't a big deal. Stop it. Stop thinking like that. I'll just be trapped in this endless death loop forever if I let myself lose so easily. I must survive this. Something nagged at me earlier, and I think I can use it to turn the situation around.
Orla's.
Yes, that is the correct choice.
Yeah.
But we're gonna pick the wrong one first.
No!
Morals and ethics.
We're gonna just let ourselves get killed?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
We need to get all endings.
Oh, that was a nice stuff.
Go.
We will now begin the voting process. May the 300 jurors May the 300 jurors present choose wisely and justly.
Excellent.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
No.
Sister!
You peeked.
The
Microphone.
I probably peeked on the stream too.
Yeah.
Evan Linzel's final curtain call. And so I'm made to burn. The gallows the witch provides is akin to a bottomless sea of flames. I fall deeper and deeper as the flames gradually eat away at my flesh. Sizzle, 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 sizzle.
Hey,
When I
Robin.
finally see the bottom, only scattered fragments of my body remain. The dead end.
No,
Alright.
Don't even like rewind. Okay.
No.
And is it the same thing for the Divinity of Royalty?
No, in that one we actually basically have to go through answering only slightly incorrect answers the entire time. So we're not gonna be rereading like all of it. I'll be skipping most of it. I'm not the only one who knows Maya. She was originally a Linzel family maid after all.
Wait, she was?
This is where we pick the victim's work history.
Oh.
When we spoke at the manor, you remembered Maya's hair color, didn't you, Orla? Oh, yes, I suppose I did. I'm sorry, I was so nervous that I completely forgot.
We're nearing the end. I want you to tell me your conclusions one at a time.
Already?
Fine, let's get this over with. After everything, I still think our Dame Knight is suspicious. Wait, I just isn't this like what I the voice for the main character in Doki Doki?
I think so, yeah.
Huh. Okay.
Like, oh, that's why it seems so familiar.
Yeah.
Only the witch can prove whether or not we were all magicked to sleep. For all we know, they never used anything of the sort.
Oh, yeah, that's true. One vote for the Rose Knight. Just kidding, sorry.
We aren't accepting any repeals at this stage.
What? I'm so sorry, Lady Rose Knight.
Thanks, Maya. Now it's my turn to answer.
Orla. And who do you implicate, Orla Linzel?
You really are my sister, aren't you? Everyone's arguments have made me so scared. Listen, Orla, But I still want to believe in you. You're my one and only sister. I refuse to choose. I don't want to bring harm to anyone here. Orla's statement does nothing to change the way things are so obviously going. Their decision was made before we even took the stand. I lost the moment this all began. This is a people's court. The veracity of evidence and testimonies means nothing if it doesn't sway their hearts. Were my investigations all for nothing? Did I spend my last half day on a fruitless venture? Surely there's something I can do to turn things around.
Prince Lucian to the rescue. What are your thoughts, Prince Lucian?
There's no use thinking on this matter. Not when I am the member in question.
What?
What? Prince Lucian! This is neither the time nor place for jokes.
I'm not joking. I am the member.
What?
We will now begin the voting process. May the 300 jurors present choose wisely and justly.
Holy shit! I was not expecting that.
This game does that a lot. Prince Lucian, what were you thinking?
I'm keeping my word. I will protect you.
The crown is rightfully yours. You shouldn't be throwing your life away like this.
I know. And that's why I spent today entrusting the future to those I trust. I have more allies than you might think. Our discussions left me with the impression that you have a secret plan in the works. Am I wrong? My death could very well start something. It could throw the curtains back on some truth, but I know that no matter what happens, he won't make my death a meaningless one. Let not grief cloud your eyes. Bear witness to this.
Lucian Ashburn's final curtain call.
God
He has
damn.
burn in his name.
How much more obvious can you get?
A path no more than 2 feet wide appears in front of Prince Lucian.
Master Lucian, wait!
I was honored to have my portraits painted by you, Mael, but to me, that I could call you a friend means just as much.
You can't stop! Please don't go! Master Lucian! Master Lucian!
Mael.
Oh wait, what was that?
We'll see. Prince Lucian was cut off by a shadowy hand pushing his back. His body floats gracelessly through the air until finally he drops down into the pit of flames.
Yeah, his respect. I respect him more now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Master Lucian!
I still think it's Orla, actually.
The mood in the venue could not be more different than when I was executed. Not a single person ridicules the prince's death. All here mourn the loss of a young beacon of hope. Happening? This can't be happening. 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 Why? Why did Prince Lucian die? Nothing pointed to this happening, did it? Why did you vote for him? How black are your souls? This wasn't supposed to happen.
Ooh.
Eek!
Well, he confessed. Is it any surprise this happened?
Is this so hard for you to believe, Orla? Of course it is! I refuse to believe Prince Lucian was the Membrum. He's an outstanding individual,
So she
and
framed
his
us.
family
And
besides.
he's like, what the fuck? Like, why isn't she the member? Yeah.
We'll
okay,
see.
I
I agree with you. Prince Lucian wasn't the Membrum. Inquisitor Lister, I request a continuation of this trial.
You want to keep going? Why? We already executed the Membrum. We're out of time.
And no wonder. These trials are only meant to last an hour. We can't continue.
I request an extension too. There's no way he's the Membrum.
If it's an extension you want, then you'll have to negotiate with the witch.
Listen up, witch. Is this the kind of entertainment you were looking for? Are you satisfied with a simple confession and a boring, tragic ending? I'll give you the entertainment you crave. So let's us continue this trial.
No response.
Does that mean we have to end it here?
No. If the witch was happy with our performance, we'd be back in our world by now. Since we're not, then I can only assume Miss Red's proposal has been accepted. Continue the debate. Oh, he's smiling. He knows.
Of course he knows. It's Tyrell.
Yeah.
That really that's like, yeah, of course he knows. It's
I was trying to figure out, do I want to say Tyrell or Tyrell?
Tyrell.
Tyrell, yeah.
Nice though.
The witch's tool, Membrum. I've long wondered what it meant to have your heart eaten away by the witch, but Prince Lucian's death has given me a glimpse into the truth. Orla is a victim. Because I left home, Orla has to suffer from her own mother's neglect and abuse. I empathize with her, really. She didn't deserve any of that, and a part of me even feels guilty. That being said, I refuse to let the madness you've just shown pass. Orla, you remember Maya was my maid.
Oh, yes, I did. But that's all. I've no reason to kill your maid, sister.
But you do have a reason. Maya was my maid.
Well, what are you trying to imply? You loved her, did you not? She was the only one of the maids you took when you left home. I would never do something to make you sad.
But that's exactly why you killed her. You wanted to make me suffer.
I would never! I love you too much to even think about it.
Are you sure you don't mean loathe?
Loathe because
How could
it's
you
all,
say
like, got
that?
away and like how
What
like
reason?
you've never experienced like dude, you've never experienced suffering like I have, sister. So fuck you.
Possibly, yeah.
What reason would I ever have to loathe you?
What reason? I can only think of one.
Is it that or like for being abused or?
Can I take your silence to mean you believe me?
Not at all. Murderer though you may be, I'm reluctant to reveal this particular secret. Unfortunately, I must put on a satisfactory show for the witch.
What?
You blame me for the abuse you perceive from your own mother.
Huh?
Oh, sorry, that's you.
Huh? Abuse? Her mother is Princess Evelina, right?
Princess Evelina abuses her daughter? Impossible!
Could you understand what I was saying?
No! Mother does no such thing. She loves me. I'm her own daughter.
Orla's the one being hurt, so why does she defend this woman? I can probably only ask that question because I don't remember my own mother. I can remain far more distant from the issue. For better or for worse, that makes me the better person for this role. Had I remained at home, I would have been her target, and I know this because she tormented me until the moment I ran away. That was, in all likelihood, the happiest time of your life. But what difference does all that make? Right now, you're still having to deal with the pain she inflicts on you, day after day.
Shut up! This is all your fault. If you just behaved, I never would have had to let go of my happiness. You ruined my life!
Ooh.
No, I didn't. Your mother did.
Mother has done absolutely nothing wrong. It's all my fault. It's because I'm not as beautiful as Mother. It's because I don't have her blonde hair. But I found out what I needed to do. I found out how to make her love me. But you took even that method away from me.
I think I know what she left unsaid. It was this that led her down a slippery slope. Though I already guessed where this road ends, I carefully lead the jurors along to the final conclusion. Many in noble circles will have heard the rumors that you held romantic feelings for Prince Lucian. Is there truth to these rumors?
Of course there is. Who wouldn't fall for such an impeccable man?
In that case, how do you feel when you saw this? I don't know if you were listening to this part. Where is it? I missed it. Missing letter. From Lucian.
Oh, missing. Oh yeah, missing letters
Yeah.
to us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
After I left home, Prince Lucian left me a letter. You knew about this, didn't you?
Do you enjoy dredging up these awful memories? I ripped that thing to shreds. I felt sick reading it. He went on and on about how he respected you and was inspired by you. But he was just a child at the time, so I thought nothing of it. But then he kept looking for you. He visited so many times asking if we'd heard anything from you. His earnest nature crossed the line into something revolting. Which is such a shame. He shares the same beautiful blonde hair as Mother.
You wanted to brand me as Memram to dislodge me from Prince Lucian's heart. You also wanted me to suffer in the process. Your best option was to kill Maya and set me up as the murderer.
Sounds like a sound argument to me. But you did all that for such a petty reason? I mean, the victim was so brutally killed. She was even dismembered, her limbs hanging everywhere like morbid decorations.
Decorated? What do you mean?
You need some serious bloodlust to do something so gruesome. It's disgusting.
Disgusting, you say?
Huh? But am I wrong?
That wasn't the result of bloodlust.
Orla's obsession. Fucking
Orla's hobbies. Yeah, you did.
Yeah, fucking called it. Yeah.
When Inquisitor Lister saw Maya's remains, he said something interesting. He said her dismembered limbs were arranged carefully around the room. I wasn't sure what he meant at first, but when I think back to the scene, I see he's right. One leg and arm each were hung from the ceiling. Her head was decorated atop a flower vase. Her organs... I snapped my mouth shut. I can't remember any more than that. Every part of her body was carefully and deliberately placed, like they were just another part of the room's decor. I felt sick to my stomach, but in light of your fondness for interior decorating, I suppose that scene is just normal to your eyes.
What a shame to think there would be those who couldn't understand that beauty.
I take in a deep breath and slowly let it out. So you confess, then?
Confess? You make it sound like I've done something wrong. All I did was kill your servant.
We will now begin the voting process. May the 300 jurors present choose wisely and justly. Fucking called it, man.
What
You did.
Let's go Tyrell in the fire. He's bothering me.
No, he's my best boy.
I've done nothing wrong. I hated her. After all, what else was I to do? It's her fault for doing something that earned my ire. Yes, of course it's all my sister's fault. A woman as a knight? Give me a break. How dare you be so tall and beautiful? You aren't even mother's child. And then there's Prince Lucian. I loved him so much, so why didn't he feel anything for me? I'll never forgive any of you for this. You should all just die. Oh, Prince Lucian's already dead. Oh, Mother, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so ugly and stupid. I'm sorry I couldn't be like you. Please stop hitting me. Please, I'll work harder so... Please love me.
No.
Orla Linzel neither screams nor begs for her life. She simply continues her search for her mother's love. As she falls to the flaming vortex below.
Ooh, hell yeah!
I'll never be able to forgive myself for this. If only we'd realized the truth earlier, Prince Lucian would still be with us.
That's true. But I still think this is a positive ending. We got the real member after all. I'm sure Prince Lucian is smiling upon us.
Thomas, there's something I'd like to confirm with you.
Yeah?
How did you know the details of Maya's death?
Oh! That was because I read through the investigation records the Inquisitor gave me. All the details aren't there. I thought all the Sacrificia received them. Did they not?
Huh? Wait, now, hold on a second. I got those records too. But the only details written were that the body was dismembered and the limbs placed around the room. It didn't mention anything about decorations. So, why do you know that?
Inquisitor Lister's whip flexes across to hit Thomas, yet the hit never lands. The whip goes right through him.
Ooh. I I knew Mr. Inquisitor over there figured me out, but I was hoping to keep everyone else in the dark until we were over.
To Thomas? I just used the same.
Yeah, you did. It's supposed to be a witch. Oh, it's fine. Just keep going.
I think, whatever.
Yeah.
No, let's go back.
Okay.
I forget what I did for, I think
It's kind of jovial, similar to Miles.
I knew Mr. Inquisitor over there figured me out, but I was hoping to keep everyone else in the dark until we were over. Thomas? Did something happen to your voice just now? It's awfully different. Guess acting just isn't your thing. You gave yourself away, you shitty witch.
I love
Says
this.
the powerless Inquisitor who couldn't lift a finger even after figuring out who I was.
God, I love him so much. Tyrell is such a great character in his route. Oh.
That was a fun game, Evan.
I win.
You only won because I granted an extension. But you know what? I'll give you this one. I enjoyed myself. Well, toodaloo!
fucking love him.
Witch of the Ruin is actually pretty great. I love his character. The witch disappears, and though we manage to leave the strange courtroom, we must leave Orla and Prince Lucien behind. Oops. The witch had taken up Thomas's spot at the very start of the trial. A few days later, I receive a letter of apology from Inquisitor Lister for allowing that to happen. The Linzell family secrets are thrown into the spotlight, but they're just as quickly covered up. The king may have been able to erase the scandal, but the grief of losing his son would never disappear. Prince Lucien's death affects the king greatly, his health apparently deteriorating. Once it becomes clear that this is no simple cold, the nobles begin to whisper of Conrad's inevitable accession to the throne.
How much more? do you
We're
think
at
we
the
have in
end.
this chapter? Okay.
We should be at the
that's
end,
what I
yeah,
thought.
because I'm hoping to end soon.
You're training this late? It's right around the corner, you know.
And that's why I'm training. I need to do something, or I feel like I'm going to explode. You're surprisingly laid back about this. Aren't you worried?
Of course I am. Birth is dangerous for humans and Garudas both. And since Garudas are birds, there's the risk of egg binding. I spend every spare moment praying for a safe birth.
There's that too, of course. But if the chick isn't red, you'll never get a cure for your illness. The shell of a Garuda's egg matches the color of the chick within, which means we won't even have to wait for the chick to hatch. I'm so nervous. I hope Fuma has an easy birth. And I hope her chick is red.
Aren't you greedy? I probably should have waited until she laid her egg to tell you. I've just made you worry needlessly now.
It's far from needless.
What's wrong?
I was just thinking about my sister. I think Orla wanted to give birth to Prince Lucien's child.
Ew.
His child? I thought she was only 16.
She wanted a child that resembled her mother. She was convinced she could earn her mother's love by giving birth to a child that resembled her. Prince Lucien and Orla were cousins. His blonde hair and fair looks are, among those of royal lineage, the most similar to her mother's. She likely thought marrying him was her only path to having a child resembling her mother. Royal lineage, looks, status, Prince Lucien had everything she needed for her plan. But his execution rendered her plan an impossible dream. I think that's why she broke down and revealed to us that she was the Membrum. Grand Commander, I saw you with my stepmother. Will you tell me why you were together?
Grand Commander, Evan, Cuba's gone to labor. That works.
Ryuta's voice.
Oh, yeah. Oh! Sorry.
Actually guy. The veterinarian is like a actually guy, I think.
Actually. Phew, that's done. She safely saved her egg.
And the color?
Drumroll, please.
The color?
What color is the egg?
Red.
I think that'd be obvious. It's the same blue as the mother.
That was
Be happy! Your Garuda safely gave birth.
Yes, sir. Good job, Huma. You deserve a nice long rest.
Oh, what's this like?
Huma!
Huh?
The light slowly fades away.
Is it gonna
When
be
I can finally
another-
open
is it
my
gonna be another
eyes,
one?
I can't believe what I'm seeing.
What the fuck? Huma's covered in blood! Ah! Calm down. That's not blood. What's going on here?
Huma!
Oh my god, my queen!
I wrap my
Even more
arms around her.
beautiful. Oh.
The motion seems to tickle her slightly, but she doesn't pull away from my embrace.
I haven't even the faintest idea. This is where I would check past records if they existed. What did I do?
Huma seems just fine, so let's leave the complicated matters for later. We should celebrate the birth of her chick.
Sorry,
No, you're all good.
I was looking at what was happening on the server. Anyway.
Mm.
Exactly. It's a happy day. The Wings haven't seen a Garuda birth in 26 years. Oh, that's the age. That's the age of Commander Krius. He's 26 years old. Coincidence? Probably. No.
Well, I suppose.
You'll be able to cure your illness like this, right, Grand Commander?
Right. Illness? What illness? I've never heard anything of the sort. Alright, already. I'll explain that later. For now, get all the knights together. Make sure you grab the ones on leave, too. Tonight, we celebrate.
Tonight I get shit faced.
Thanks to her victory against the witch, Evan has regained the retrocognition ability.
The fuck does that mean?
That'll be important later. And that's the end of the chapter! So this is where we will be stopping. for the
Is
night.
this... Wait, was that the end of the second one?
No, that was the end of the third.
End of
Yep,
the
end of
third.
the second chapter. We're now on to the third.
Out of 5?
No, 4.
Oh yeah, okay. Halfway through this route, yeah.
Yeah, we're halfway through the route.
Did you save?
Yes,
Are you sure?
right there.
Yay!
All
That would
right.
have been sad.
I know, it would have been. That was a long chapter.
Also, your mic was not unmuted. I mean, wait, hold on. Your mic was not muted.
Yes, okay, thank God. I was about to panic. Evan, you
No.
can't do that to me.
Yeah, that's what it was good news, but I misspoke.
Okay. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, Evan. Jesus. Okay. Okay. Well, thoughts, prayers?
I'm blind. I don't know what was happening, but it was intriguing.
Yeah. Yeah.
That just
Yeah,
means you have to
oh.
go back and watch all the other streams.
God.
Well, I knew it was happening, but it was just a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's see. That was good. I was not expecting the game to turn to Ace Attorney.
Ace Attorney.
But I'm not complaining. Is there a Membrum trial for every route, or is that spoilers?
I believe yes.
Okay.
At least for most of them.
Okay. Got it. Yeah. Well, I mean that makes sense because like obviously like Inquisitor Lester and then Lucian was one of the Sacrificia, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm glad I was right.
Yeah. I was actually very impressed that you pointed that out the second we heard about it.
Yeah. Let's see what else. Yeah, that was just good. That was good. Long too. Like we've been doing this for 3 hours. I forget the last time we like did something this long.
Yeah. Well,
Anyway.
I guess I can't ask for any predictions because we haven't really been given anything to predict.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I mean it's gonna be like, yeah, like sickness, like that will be a big part.
Yeah,
I'm assuming.
for sure.
And I think the ascending to the throne, like that'll be also another.
You think that's a
thing
big
to
one?
focus on.
Okay. Well, I guess.
Yeah, I know. I think those are like the two like main threads. Also, probably the Linzel family. is
Yeah.
what we met at.
Okay, makes sense. Makes
Yeah.
sense. Okay. Well, I have a question for you. What do you think of the game? Because I told you that I think this game is going to be something that you like really enjoy, given like how kind of puzzly it is. Given the fact
I'm
that it's
really
like there's
enjoying
like
it.
full trial, like we actually have proper trials, investigations.
Oh, we have a viewer as we're about to end, but yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah, right as we're about to end.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying the game.
I'm glad.
Yeah, yeah. I think I don't know. I think I enjoyed this more than Collar X Malice.
Collar X Miles definitely is slower to
Yeah, whereas this, like, I mean, it was kind of a slow start, but like, there's just so many things happening.
Yeah. This
Yeah,
kind of
and-
just this story just has so much going on that they just kind of forewent all the build up. Like don't get there to be fair, it kind of did have a big build up given that it had
But
to go
the
through
build-up
like
is interesting because then like the build-up is its own thing, it's its own timeline, and then like it's,
exactly
like,
and
now
then
you
that plays
compare-
into the future timelines. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm in terms of like the serious Ultimate games, I am enjoying this one.
Okay. That's
and
good to
I'm enjoying
hear.
it, yeah.
That's very good to hear.
More like this, please.
Collar X
Yeah.
Malice is really good once you get into the late game. The issue is that you have to get into the late game.
Yeah,
Um,
and like given the way that we stream,
Yeah,
it's
it can
not
take
gonna
even
stream.
longer.
Yeah,
Um,
so I think it's better to have something that has like meat on its bones at the beginning too.
Yeah,
Or it's just like short enough.
Yeah,
Because
as-
Doki Doki, that's pretty short.
That's
And
yeah,
so like How to Full Boyfriend.
Yeah.
Like it had short routes as well. So,
except for the last one.
yeah, that was fucking.
But that's us go. That's what happens when we go in blind. That won't be happening for the most part because I've been like I played through Even If Tempest, like screened the entire thing, to kind of know that it's like this is a game that's interesting all the way through. Anyway,
But we could go in blind for How to Full Boyfriend 2 Christmas edition.
well, at least we know we'll probably enjoy that one.
Dear God.
Does that actually exist?
Yes, I'll send you the link right now.
Maybe that's what we'll be doing when Evan comes home for Christmas. Maybe that'll be our Christmas
topical.
special.
Yeah.
Um,
I'd have no idea how long the game is. But yeah. hold
we
on,
can
I
figure
gotta
that
look
out.
Yeah, we can figure that out
You're
later.
here for like
now it's
4
time to
days.
go.
Yeah, it's Betty by time. It is 2:09 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah.
We have been playing since 11.
The
Anyway.
joys of not having anything tomorrow, and no one else in the apartment.
Exactly. Thank you for tuning in. We
Yep,
hope
thank
you
you.
enjoyed this chapter, and we look forward to another chapter in the future.
Yep.
Bye!
Bye.